Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Friday! It's time Rift o'clock. I am knee deep in multitasking, trying to remember to start the stream and finish breakfast, which I did with, I'm not too humble to say, great talent. That toast is gone. Owie! And then also I was trying to help out and contribute to the time rift, and that's going less well, but you know, you can't do everything. Turn some sound on. Holy Spirit, try again. Good time zone. How are y'all doing? Hello. Gone like your evoker, apparently. Hopefully gone like the coffee is about to be. That might help. Let's see. Coaster here. The coaster's really arbitrary. It's occurred to me that my desk mat protects my desk surface quite handily from any heat, cold, or residual levels of condensation. So the coaster is really just to make me feel like I have a coaster. Those really look like soaks. Maybe they are soaked, but they're just, it's one of those things where you should soak, but if you do, you might be, making the ultimate sacrifice. Fidgeonson is off over this way. I thought to myself this morning, what do I need to do time rifts for? I want to farm transmog. And then I thought, well, that's a silly sentence. Time rifts are like there's a lot of transmog you can get for these. And it's only once an hour, so here we are. Bad Shot 007, thank you very much for the brand new Prime set. Appreciate it. Kitty Cat, you want to come up and say hi? How do you find augmentation? It seems really good. I haven't been playing it myself, but I have one in my group, and we timed a handful of 20 keys and we timed them handily. And we had not been anywhere close, or at least we had not been very close. I guess we'd been a little bit close, but it made it way easier, just in terms of utility and survivability and the extra damage that our DPS got out of it. It was good. Really like rifts. Am I gonna check out Tugab at all? The Great Push. Oh, probably the Great Push. I actually guessed. Indeed. Hi, kitty cat. Gilly got exalted with Third Army yesterday. Dude has lived in Tierhold. Oh, that's a lot. I have not lived in Tierhold, and I'm pretty sure I'm like 2 of 5. Am I getting closer to 3? Yeah, I'm 5k into 2 of 5. So we're getting there. I don't have any plans to, if only just because I'm still not really watching anything. I'm, what was it, 6 weeks without any YouTube or TV or movies, but lots of kitty cat time. Hey. Halfway through 3 of 5, feel like I've done it too much. Wow, content creator making a news show, as if you knew what you were doing. Wow, content creator making a news show. I will do that later today. I need more coffee. I am not catching up. I am not keeping up right now. I feel as though I was just born. Ooh, agility? I don't know if I want to jump really far. As much as we do love strong glutes. Yeah, give me some energy. Seem energized. I think it's because I've just woken very recently, and then absolutely, the toast was really good. I can't lie. It's that homemade bread that I did. And then it goes really nicely with peanut butter. And it was pretty good. But it's one of those days where I've been awake for such a small amount of time so far that I haven't really done anything or seen anything yet. So I feel brand new to the world. Nothing's happened. Things will have to happen. I'm up, I swear. I had a cat. Hi. Kitty, you wanna see, we almost have the box. Yeah, I can actually chill. Kitty, do you wanna look cute for the camera while I have some coffee? Hi. Yes, she does. Alright. Thank you, Lily. Gonna check it out for a bit. Afraid the comps will be even more set in stone than usual. You don't think augmentation's gonna have an impact? You don't think they're gonna be erupting? Or maybe the comps will be set in stone with augmentation. Oh, that is good. Okay. We just waiting? We're just waiting for an extra minute. This time rift is done. Although, I think I'm gonna have stuff in my mail. That's right, I forgot. I was reposting my auctions. My bags are a teensy tiny, itsy bitsy little bit full right now. And I didn't pick up all of my mail because I couldn't pick up all of my mail because my bags are a teensy tiny, itsy bitsy little bit full. We'll chuck a few of these things up for sale. Maybe like 190 of those. I like to keep a couple Sagacious Incense back for me. Those will definitely help. And then I made some of those. Ooh, those have dropped substantially. Oh well, gotta get rid of them. I'm a terrible mover and shaker in that I lose resolve really quickly when prices dip on things that I have. I just kind of sell them anyways and go, whoops, better luck next time. Into the rift. All right, here we go. Very important question incoming. What is the color of your nail polish? I'm laughing because I did something specific on purpose that I was pretty sure, and I mean, I don't expect anybody to have been able to see this on camera, especially with like the purple lights and everything, but I did something specific on purpose, and I was fully expecting to get away with it, for it to just not come up because they're all like a nude color, but there's two slightly different shades. There's a lighter and a darker shade in each hand that's for 3 nails and then 3 nails, and it's alternated. But the camera's like not even gonna pick it up. But now you know. The lighter shade is called The Snuggle Is Real, which is accurate, and then the darker one is called Ladylike, which is also accurate. What are you planning to do with all those herbs? Ultimately crafting with them. In the meantime, I do like to jump scare people with them by opening my bags on stream. That is really fun. Og and Unholy Daycare demo lock burst is insane. Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna pick up the rest of my mail because I'll have some Paracausal flakes and stuff. At least I have some room in my bag now. So if I do get loot from this boss, if he decides that he wants to give me, you know, a royal Oogaboo, then I can take it and I can go thank you for my Oogaboo. Does the War Snail count as transmog farming? Well, no, but in the process of farming the War Snail, I'm also getting Marks of Honor, which I can use for transmog farming. I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to start sending those Marks of Honor to alts to buy full armor sets for other classes, or if I want to save them up and do weapon arsenals. I'm kind of leaning towards weapon arsenals right now. Because it's a lot of marks, but it's also like a lot of appearances, and I feel like it'll help me out with a lot of weapon types that I don't have very many things in. So I will still do my daily shuffle, or as many shuffles as it'll take. I've been lucky the last 3 days. I've won each of the shuffles I've queued, but that kind of win streak can't keep up forever, especially when I'm not optimized and very rusty, so... Does Whelp Daycare count as transmog? Ooh, that's a good question, because I should also do my Whelp Daycare. I think I might get a Whelp today. I guess I'm not 100% sure. But at some point, I want to go into some old dungeons and I want to get some transmog. You know how I know I've got bitten by the bug? It's because I was in Black Rock Depths last night. I had finished doing a thing and I was like, all right, I wanna decompress a little bit before turning this thing off. I need all kinds of transmog in Black Rock Depths. Okay, got a cape that for an appearance, sure. I also got a Subjugator's Shield, which I can learn, or I can send it to another character and learn. Oh, it's one of those things. Cool. See, transmog. And then I'm pretty sure I've already picked up the thing to turn in for this one, so that's all fine and nifty. Hazel, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think you have a transmog problem. Friends don't let friends do BRD. It wasn't even, I'm glad I did it off stream too, because I was a bit of a mess. I was getting like turned around, I was getting lost. I haven't done enough BRD front to back. I've done enough of it to be able to get through it front to back without getting perma-lost, but I have not done enough of it to be able to do it smoothly and without any backtracking. Especially if I'm trying to be selective at which bosses I do based on which items I need still, so it was, I'm glad I did that one in the privacy of my own home. Did I get a dilated thingy, or is that like a... No. I just got a straight cape, which works for me. Okay, let's take this character back to Valdrak, and I'm gonna fly her back there just in case Whelp Daycare needs me to use my Hearthstone. Sometimes there's a lot of flying around. You could join the cool kids in the tier 3 next grind. I could. I have a feeling that what I'm gonna do is wait until it's not cool anymore. I'm gonna be a tier 3 hipster. I'm gonna give it like 7 years. If I still don't have that transmog in the year 2030, then you're all in for a treat. I did not gather all of those herbs, and this is my main. I'm just making auction house choices. Okay, we're gonna post up some potions of power and some more Draconis. And some of that. And then we can chuck up that. Yeah, it's kind of coming back down again. I've got some pets I can send. I have, what else? Oh yeah, I was gonna open my boxes that I got from that rift. So we got a purple box. Ooh, I got a mace. Nice, another piece of transmog. Does it look cool? I'll see you later, kitty cat. I'm so sorry. I missed the pet quote. I didn't pet the cat enough. I'll try again next time. I got a heretical mace. Heretical gavel, pardon me. And then flakes. And flakes. I'm sorry. And then we're gonna send this to Crinkle. Crinkle can learn shields. Okay. How am I feeling? I post everything I want to do? Yeah. Let's go check out the Whelp Daycare. Do you have a favorite tier 3 set? Not especially. I'm not very... I'm missing the thing that's making everybody else so excited about it. I'm happy for them, but I just don't get it. I just don't understand what's so cool about it. Is it just because it was removed and unavailable? Or, you know, available via the auction house? Is that it? I'm wondering if I maybe missed a day of Whelp Daycare because I took up the front daily and I assumed that that was the back daily and it was not. Maybe not. Obsidian Obfuscation. Are we playing hide and seek? Find Rusi and her friends. Oh yeah, hide and seek. It was massive. Such an adventure back in the day. You'd have to block off hours to do it. BRD, yeah. There's a transmog in there where you have to wait for portals to open and then kill a not common enemy that comes out of the portal. It was not fun. People lost their minds when it was reintroduced. It's just the latest thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. But there's other transmog that I need that will not involve farming Scourge Stones at this particular moment in my life. One thing I think I'm eventually going to set up, and I'm too lazy to do this right now, but I'm starting to feel like it's important, is I want to get not 1, not 2, but 4 different speed sets together so that I have a character of each armor type with a functional, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like a decent speed set. Because I am trying, well, I'm never going to say I'm trying for 100%, but I am taking a cursory attempt at getting as much Mog as I reasonably can from a lot of old instances, which is going to mean running a lot of old instances, which is going to be faster if I can go like 260%. So, I would do probably Leather, Druid, Male's going to be Hunter, Plate's going to be Warrior, and then Cloth is going to be, I guess, maybe a Mage, if I'm thinking what the fastest Cloth running character is. They're all slow. Warlock and Burning Rush, which might make them faster than a Mage, but Mage can just Arcane Explosion. I don't know. What does the journal show as Evoker T3, if anything? I'm guessing nothing. I haven't looked, but my instinct would tell me zip. I don't even know which tiers we've got Hellfire Citadel. That's just a generic one. Yeah, Shaman Ghostwolf is pretty good. I think I prefer Hunter for male though. I think that with your Cunning Pet speed boost and your Pathfinder speed boost and your Disengage and your Aspect of the Cheetah, I think I'd prefer Hunter. I don't know if it's like the correct choice, but it feels right. Yeah, and Hunter can collect a lot of weapons, exactly. I think Mage is the worst. You think mages are slower than priests? They might be. I don't know. Priests are definitely faster than we used to be. Priests had It used to be you would choose between Angelic Feather or Body and Soul, and now you can take Angelic Feather and Body and Soul. Wow. It's still pretty slow. Shaman isn't good at AoEing things. Got rid of being able to use 2 invis boosts. Okay. Am I done? I'm done the first daily quest. We still gotta go do hide and seek. Here we go. At least I'm not burning flight stones anymore. I bought a bunch of gearboxes and I sent them away to my Resto Druid that I guess is on hold for the moment. Have you done the weekly queue on all alts? Like which weekly quest? Like the one in Veldraken that wants you to do rep? I guess it doesn't matter for me specifying. The answer is no. I haven't done anything on all of my ults. All of my ults have killed Karakta. And that's it. That's their job right now. Warlock is the fastest cloth choice. Oh, 4 mythics? Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. For the most part, I like leveling ults. I very rarely commit to gearing them, and if I do commit to gearing an ult, I'm doing it one at a time. I am not the kind of person that has the stamina to look at 15 level 70s and be like, well, how many dungeons is that? 60? Nothing. I've gone too far. Reminds me of your pink hair from your BFA era. Did you try today's flight pet quest? I need more coffee. I don't know I don't have any answers. What's the flight pet quest? Flight pet quest. Did you try today's flight pet quest? Yeah, I got nothing. Four mythics become an extreme chore if you do it on more than 2 characters. I don't even think I'm doing... I know it gives you like a random heroic Aberrus piece. I should probably do it on my Shadow Priest. If I find time this week, I should probably try to do them on Allison, because that's the one character that I am technically still gearing up, and she could get like a good piece. But she can also get something that she doesn't need at all. Her gear is doing fairly well. I don't want to say it's done, but I certainly have lost the... I am really bad at hide and seek. I want to say that it's done, but I've certainly lost the burning drive to continue doing things on it for the moment. I have a burning drive to run all dungeons for Transmog right now. I am looking for either Rusiona or Nazir Whelpling. It's hide and seek, so you can't spoil it. That's cheating. That's an excavation training stone. That's not going to help me. Not unless there's a... Not unless it's trick. Is there a Whelpling in here? Nope. That's just weird then. Do Mythic Plus's DPS with one of your ults. That's mostly how I've been gearing the Shadow Priest. I just haven't been doing it on stream. I've been doing off-stream keys, and even bringing her to raid. I've been having some shadow fun. Oh, there she is. Actually, I don't know if this one's she. Pardon me. Is using /tar cheating? Yeah, it goes against the spirit of hide and seek, which for whatever reason I am taking very seriously today. I'm sure most days I wouldn't. Rusiona. How can she hide? She's like massive. She's the biggest whelp I've ever seen. Do you think she's in the PvP area? Do you think she wants to like be a gladiator when she grows up? I mean, it is technically... Well, usually hide and seek rules... Oh, she is in here. I was gonna say standard hide and seek rules not allowed in buildings. Or at least... Oh. Aw. She looks traumatized. Here we go. Whelps are adorable. I love the whelp tummies. Mega dungeon 5 times. Yeah, so you can... If other people in your group don't want their dragon riding skin, they can give them to you if they got one that you don't have yet. So you could technically get it faster, get all of them faster that way, but assuming that you don't have any benevolent dragon skin gifters, then yeah, you would be looking at 5 times. Or alts, actually, that's true too. Breathe a sigh of relief whenever a priest joins Mythic Pluses. They feel like a must pick in high keys. I just like having someone around there to give stam. It used to be me. It used to be me when I was a holy priest. Alright, well, I didn't get the pet today, but that's okay. let's just do our shuffle before we think about it too much. I'm gonna do one Foreman Thistle Nettle, and then we'll just crank out a shuffle. When I watch you play during the day, it makes me want to play during the day, but then I can't watch you. This is the magic of 2 monitors if you ever get it set up. It's pretty glorious. What if I was just playing off of like a smaller device and I was just a floating voice? This is basically a podcast. I did not get my Foreman's gloves. I've tried a fair number of times now. My attempt number is getting up there. At some point I'm gonna run Deadmines again on this character. I'm pretty sure ran it. Oh no, that was on stream, wasn't it? We ran it on Anthus yesterday as well because I just want, there's plate boots off of the last boss of Heroic Deadmines that just won't drop for me. I watch while I argue with SQL while teleworking. Shuffle. Shuffle. Who even needs to watch their transmog run? I thought I didn't need 2 monitors until I got a second. I used to think more monitors was always better. And I've discovered that, at least for me in my life, 2 is the sweet spot. I have played with 3, and I've played with 1. 2 is perfect. My favorite way to do it is to do, one landscape and then 1 vertical. I like 1 portrait orientation monitor, because it's awesome. Basically, all of the things that I'm putting on my second monitor. This would not be so true if I was like watching YouTube or Netflix or something, but I'm putting Twitch chat on my other monitor. I'll put like Google Docs up there and have like a video set of notes or something like that. You know, you'll throw like your email inbox or Discord over there, and having more vertical space for scrolling. It's kind of like having a huge version of a phone, and so many things are optimized for vertical because of phones. Having one of them like that is kind of nice. Better wardrobe keeps messing up. I have been collecting transmog right lately just between all the things and Can I Mog It? Those have been the 2 that I've been doing. Can you tell me what the boots look like? Because now I'm curious. Oh, they're very boring. They are boring, generic Cataclysm boots. I'm just, it's just kind of a number go up sort of situation. Also, what is this healer queue? Excuse me. Let me see. All the things. So this is account mode, so collecting for all armor types. Dungeons and Raids Classic. Oh, there we go. Well, 1 second. Deadmines. Heroic. Van Cleef. Guildmaster's Griefs. There they are. Boots. They have a cool name. I could see somebody wanting them for an RP set if they were indeed a Guildmaster. One monitor's 32 incher. Hope you're doing well in WoW and Out. Well, thank you. Do kind of like them. I feel like the longer I look at stuff like that, the more they grow on me. I'm also killing a zombie in the caves because I want him to give me these gloves. Just to have them. You know what all these numbers are? It's opportunities. All right, let me tab over to my quiet chat-free thing. We've got enemy Holy Priest, 2 warriors, 1 arms, 1 fury. This appears to be a moonkin. So 2 casters, 2 melee. Yay! All right. Time to try our best. I must be close to having enough marks of honor to buy a weapon batch. I forget what they're called. An arsenal, that's what they're called, a weapon arsenal. I don't know which one I want. I don't know if I want to start just like chronologically with the old ones. I could start chronologically with newer ones. So that I get like the cooler and more modern appearances. I don't know.
Power infusion. Avatar.
I'm mild concerns about the mage. I hope they block. Yeah, they did block. That's double Avatar. Maybe it takes me out there. Oh, maybe not. Angelic Bulwark. Or whatever that thing is. It gets me every time.
Avatar. Avatar.
That mage is in trouble. Ooh, big trouble. Run! Oh, they're running. They're running. Kind of want to peel a warrior, but it's kind of a mistake. Maybe not. Trying to keep these guys out of execute range is bad for my blood pressure.
Avatar.
Yee. I have a stun, but if I take the 8 seconds it'll take me to find the priest and stun them. That might help, actually. Oh, no, greed is never the answer. Greed is never the answer. Greed is sometimes the answer. Kill somebody, please! Alright, so they've spell reflected already. I don't know how long it lasts, or if it's like consumed or what. Oh, holy macaroni and cheese.
Avatar.
Oh no, oh no. You're out of my line, you're out of my line. Okay.
Avatar.
That has to be it, right? Okay. I don't remember whose build I'm using. It's probably Wowhead. My cast bar is fine. I think they'll announce the new expansion of BlizzCon, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Casual 3-minute round. I did not do the Blue Dragon questline, no. I also don't have a Terragosa staff mount. Alright. Ooh, this person's a soloist. They've done a lot of solo shuffle. So I've got one of the warriors this time. Oh, that... I can't tell if it's because I slammed the rest of my coffee or because I was working for my cookies there, but my pulse is up. Okay, there's casters over there. What do I want to do here?
Cyclone.
I want to clone off of that.
Cyclone.
I'm gonna get kicked for sure.
Cyclone.
Oh no, I'm not. Okay.
Cyclone.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna sit that one.
Power infusion. Avatar.
Oh! I shouldn't have set that. I should have trinketed that. That was through Ironbark and everything. Holy moly. He's a good bird. Sweaty fingers. It's a cool map. Is that the Azeroth Choppers Horde Chopper map? How is the temp of the Squeezers? Moderate right now, not cold at least. So I want to be careful. It looks like they're not really on the warrior. I want to be careful not to get cloned. Or, well, I guess I've cloned myself. That will get me on DR for actually a lot of things that they can do.
Power infusion.
I'm going to be DR'd for actual clone. I'm going to be DR'd for fear, priest fear, warrior fear. All of it. Where's my mage? Oh, they're far. Okay.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
So I'm full DR'd now, plus they reset it. They are DR'd as well, so I'm not actually, I'm gonna let that.
Cyclone.
Let's just calm down and just make good choices. Or any choices. Don't let people die if your cooldowns aren't up.
Avatar. Cyclone. Cyclone. Cyclone.
They can't. You have to clone it off.
Cyclone.
It's annoying. Oh, I think sometimes shamans can do something about it.
Avatar.
Oh, danger. Big danger. Big danger. Nope. Just not fast enough. Brain doesn't register that fast. I feel the same way. And mind you, I'm not doing terribly well right now. But the only way I've ever been able to get around that is to just brute force enough games that parts of it become muscle memory so you're not thinking about them. If you try and think about everything, it's not gonna happen. People that are really good have played so many games that their fingers will do it independently of what they're thinking about. They're wondering what to order from T-Bell for lunch. They've done it enough to
Avatar.
that they're not. Here we go.
Icy Veins. Polly. Polly.
I have shifted on something.
Power Infusion.
This is a lot of cool things.
Power Infusion.
That is a full cycle, and that will help. Oh, the cross CC.
Icy Veins.
I feel like whenever I was healing the mage, they would just get squished.
Polly.
I need big debuffs back, actually. That priest wants to fear me, and I do not want to let them do that until I'm ready.
Avatar. Polly. 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 Avatar. Icy Veins.
That's a block, at least.
Polly. Polly.
I can't help with the second one.
Power Infusion.
Oh, I can almost tree again. These are long games. No. Oh, that was close. Love the sound effects Spell Reflect makes. I did put some pink into my hair. Alright, I have warriors now. This might not be the cue that gets me my solo shuffle percentage for the day. I'm also going to change this to high winds because we've got no melee on the... Oh! A lever! A lever! I'm tabbed out of chat, so I can't tell if they've said anything before they left, but I believe they have gone. Which is a pretty drastic thing to do. The game is not very kind to levers. They won't be able to queue again for ages. Maybe they just said, I'm never going to look, but I'm just going to pretend that they said that they really need to take their kitten to kitten school. It turns out they're going to be late, so they just got to go. So I'm just going to reload. Fix that. Well, we go again. We're still 27%. Grandma and fire lever, probably. Their giraffe carafe just fell off the table. Sad shuffle. I don't find solo shuffle depressing. I find it's nice being able to play games that feel more like real games than skirmishes did without needing to set up a group or coordinate with anybody. And I also a little bit like that because it's solo shuffle and not bring your friends that are better than you shuffle. As much as I love playing with my friends that are better than me, I feel more ownership over my rating because no one can carry you. I guess you could technically get carried if you always get really lucky cues, and then you know the good players that are in the shuffle round get like pinched by lobsters every time that they're not on your team. But generally speaking, you'll have more confidence that your rating is because of you. It's depressing if I lose. I think you'd find it depressing if you had DPS keys. That's probably true. Any goals? Right now, I would like to win at least one shuffle round to get a little bit of progress towards my vicious meant for the day. I've been trying to do at least one shuffle win per day to keep inching that bar up. And then I want to collect Transpog. I guess I need to figure out where I'm going to spend these Marks of Honor for PvP Arsenal, for like weapons. If there's any particular weapons that I want, or if I just want to... What are we missing here? If we go... Is there a good way for me to find out what the... Let me see. All the things. PvP. Which expansion am I missing the most things from? Burning Crusade and Wrath. And then also Legion, actually. It's mostly sets, though. Hazel, your Saturday YouTubes are everything? Thank you. Oh, thanks, Jersey Lock. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So many Marks of Honor. Yeah, it's a lot. It's one of those things that you can't really... I try not to worry about where I am in the overall thing and more about where am I... Oh yeah, because there's Horde and Alliance. That's right. There's so much PvP gear. I try and worry less about where I am in the overall PvP collection and more about like, wow, look, I can get a little bit more. I have 40% of the WoD sets. Oh, it's because WoD didn't do different class sets, so having like the leather set would get you a pretty good chunk of it. That's right. /ATT bracket Mark of Honor. How do you do that? Like you type it? Go down the list. /ATT. I've never used it like that. Bracket, square bracket, Mark of Honor, close square bracket. That doesn't, it didn't do anything. It didn't work. Okay, arms, ret. We have our reactive resin, very good. And an H pallet this time. All for today, gearing up for the Barbenheimer double feature. Oh, shift click the Mark of Honor. I see. maybe I should have guessed that one. I said I have to have my bags open before I open my channel. Like /ATT, shift click them. Whoa. So I only have 32.3% of all of the things that I could get for these. That's a lot of things. It's a cool stat. This red paladin is named Pooh. I'm
Repentance.
5 and that's funny.
Repentance.
Oh, somebody else did it already. All right.
Avenging Wrath. Avatar.
Don't kill my priest. Whoa!
Repentance.
Well, I've done everything I can for the moment.
Repentance.
Oh, I could have melded that actually.
Repentance.
Sometimes I land like one cyclone and I'm like, how come nobody's died yet? Excuse me. I have done the PvP. If you guys could finish the
Repentance.
PvP for me, that would be great.
Repentance.
Bizarrely enough, you can shift Repentance with an animal form, but you cannot shift it with tree form.
Repentance.
The Morg Donator, thank you very much for the 11-month reset. They're deared.
Repentance.
I think overall,
Avatar.
oh yeah, I forgot to turn Big Debuff back on. I'm gonna bark my priest for Avatar. I'm just gonna do her now. We're just gonna go ahead. The healer's as CC'd as they're gonna get. This druid's been doing good work in that category.
Avenging Wrath. Repentance.
Oh, I didn't check that one.
Repentance.
No! I tried. Tiberius Mason, thank you very much for the 23-month resub. I'm also 5. Oh dear. What is that? Is it a toy? They've got a debuff called a Gilded Perspective, and it says food just never seems to satiate while holding the tantalizingly large gilded plum. It's got to be like a literature reference or something.
Power Infusion.
Okey-doke.
Avatar.
Oh, I don't think my Ret Paladin bubbled. I could have, I probably should have in-carded before, drinking. The gold plum is from Revendreth. It's from a rare spawn. King Midas, I assume? Yeah, I suppose so. You know what media property taught me the King Midas myth more than anything else? Is, I'm pretty sure Aladdin and the King of Thieves. There was some Aladdin film, and King of Thieves was the one I had, so I'm inclined to believe that one, where there was a plot point about turning things completely into gold. There may have been like a swimming turtle that was like the size of a city. I was pretty scared of gold. Let's see here.
Avenging Wrath. Power infusion. Repentance. Repentance.
Yay. This is not as relaxing as I wanted it to be today.
Repentance.
Well, we're running out of CC. Slowly. That was a risky cast.
Repentance.
It's hard to tell who they're on. I feel like the priest has used their stuff more or less.
Repentance. Repentance.
Oh, we won one. Is solo shuffle ever relaxing? Sometimes. That's the movie. What would happen if King Midas fell down and made the earth gold? Not pretty. Yeah. Maybe if I just sit farther back. I have a tendency to stand a little too close and then just to eat CC to the face. Meow. Kitty, you need to come be an emotional support cat. I mean, you don't need to, but if you felt inclined, there's an opportunity that I think would be a good fit for your skill set. Alright, what are we doing? Operation Don't Let My Priest Get One Shot. I'm assuming they're going to be on the rep because I feel like boomies are hard to kill if they're good.
Cyclone. Repentance.
Try and keep an eye out for
Cyclone.
those. Warrior, it's over there.
Repentance. Cyclone.
My warrior is the one with the blue square, so they're like mid-board. I don't think anyone's ever called it a board. Maybe I'll start. Pretend that's a real thing.
Repentance.
Seems less IR if it's a game board. So they are on the balance druid. Okay. Well, that means I can cycle on this guy.
Cyclone.
Ah, the joys of rooting a paladin. They only have so many. They only have so many.
Cyclones.
Oh, they did something. Good job. So many freedoms. Do I have a vortex? What's it to you? Yeah, of course. It's this one on 5. I got 2 rounds to get 1 more win, but this has been kind of dire. Give me high wins. Kind of a Drake is that? Is that the Heavenly Onyx? Oh, that's a Shaw mount. Got ourselves a mount collector.
Avenging
Power
Wrath.
infusion.
Who do I think they're gonna be on?
Cyclone. Cyclone. Penance.
Power infusion.
Didn't shift that. Oh, that's danger. That is, I think, a lot of cooldowns.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
Me too.
Cyclone.
Nope. How are you enjoying the new Glorbo? I did actually see the Wowhead article. Yeah, I could see them. I could see them doing a little Glorbo reference. 5 minutes to the rift. Yeah, we should make it. Yeah, I guess I should do another rift. I like the rifts well enough, but I don't know. I don't know about doing them every hour. Victricity, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. I would really like 1 win. That would be great.
Avatar. Avenging Wrath. Cyclone. Cyclone.
I don't have any for that. Actually, I have a trinket. I think they're trying to end this fast.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
Yes.
Repentance.
Oh gosh. I have nothing.
Repentance.
This is so much damage and I have nothing. No!
Cyclone.
Yeah, I don't love these odds. I think I've missed a game I was supposed to win somewhere. Prefer Glorbo Classic. I have not tried Hardcore Classic. I don't really play much of any Classic. Have you ever tried /ATT random? No, it sounds like fun. I wonder if I should give this up and then just try to do this off stream today. Today's not going so good. Guaranteed reward buff was bugged, not falling off. Did riffs like a fiend for a day straight. Oh. Just the new Goblin event. Yeah, but the Goblin event was something where, like, I could reasonably get all of the stuff from it. Especially because I already had the Tyrael's Charger mount. But also, I knew the Goblin event was going to end. Time rifts are going to continue on into infinity. Although, I do think that it's going to be easier to grind the stuff from them if I do them now. I don't think it's going to be soon, but I do think there will be a day that comes eventually where they are harder to get at least the purple bags from. You'd still be able to farm the end boss just fine, but you know, if you come back in a couple expansions and try to do this on your own, you're probably going to have a harder time soloing all three of the rewards. So it's probably a little faster to do it now. Guaranteed buff won't fall off. Can't get any more pets since it checks what I have. Even tried caging them. Oh. How many flakes do I have? I have 6,200 flakes. I could buy a couple mounts, but I could buy a couple mounts. I've mostly just been letting things drop for me. It's nice that it will drop you appearances even if you can't use them for your armor type, and then you can just kind of mail them to your other characters. I had does it show you things that you've already got? Learn from another item. Some things I've definitely seen already. Okay. You're gonna get it all before level 5? Yeah, I guess I'm not that far in. Yeah, I just kind of want to run old dungeons. Maybe I'll just accept that Shuffle wasn't meant to be today. ATT random sounds like it could be fun, or it could be a mess, depending on what it gives me. There's plenty of things that I don't farm for a reason. I want to do a big deep breath. Happy to watch, listen to whatever. Listen to your heart. My heart tells me that there's Guildmaster's boots in Deadmines, and if I just run it long enough on a play character, then eventually they'll drop. Can give interesting ideas. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that like I either forgot existed or never knew that it would point out to me. One thing that I've actually been getting a lot of great use out of while farming some Mog from these old dungeons, particularly the vanilla dungeons, is all of my pet dungeon teleports. They come in so handy. Need to get to Deadmines? Take the Deadmines pet dungeon port. Blackrock Depths? Here. Go right to the door. Easy. Shackled Flames of the Betrayer. Oh, that thing. Okay. Life is too short to not have boots from the Deadmines. Boys. I mean. Raid knows my computer would probably freeze trying to do it. It's better than it was when it first came out, at least for me. But yeah, there are some things that will cause some lag. Need more pet dungeons. I feel like they've been asked about, and I didn't read the whole thing verbatim, but I feel like they were asked about pet dungeons in one of the recent rounds of dev interviews. The Book of Kel'Thuzad destroyed. Well, it's destroyed how? What are we seeing? Fire? Guns? That can't be right. This one's not attackable. Shotguns? Yeah, I don't know. Invalid target. Yeah, it's the gun, not the gun, evidently. Bellamy, thank you for the brand new sub. rabbit. Oh, there we go. Ask said no plans currently, no plans for any new pet battle stuff in the near future. Yeah. I think that what they're gonna do is at some point when the right people have the time and get around to it, they would do some kind of new format or new idea for pet content. I think that the pet dungeons, they've done them, they've added XYZ amount of them. You've got like the achievement for doing all of them, and I think that they're kind of done with that format for now, and that when they do eventually, hopefully, do more Pet Battle Challenge content, they're gonna come up with something else that's hopefully a little less stale. Because pet dungeons, honestly, I don't get me wrong, I like pets. I have a lot of them. I love collecting them. I have any number of them to use in battle, but doing the same fights, you know, in a 45-minute slog every week is just, it's just not that. It's just, I preferred I think that they've done a better job with other challenges. And look, it's Uther. I don't blame them for not wanting to add any more of them. It's something that I'm sure they have data that shows how many people do them. I imagine it's not that many for the amount of work it takes to make them, and I bet they could do something cool if they give themselves some license to try something different. I don't know what, but something. Oh, Uther. He death brought me. Focus on making it more accessible to new players. I think that's smart. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I feel like I have more fond memories of the Celestial Tournament, but it's also... Where am I taking this, by the way? I don't actually know where I'm supposed to drag it. Abominable chunks disposed. Oh, just away, I guess. And then maybe into the rift. Okay, there we go. I feel like I have fonder memories of the Celestial Tournament, but when I'm trying to think back to specifics, the Celestial Tournament was a long, long time ago. I don't really remember much about it except for being really excited to get through the thing and to get like all of the really cool unique pets. Like the Celestial pets that you got from it were really pretty and like useful too. Like they were at the time, there weren't so many pets that you could already kind of do everything. And they had unique movesets and they were pretty strong, so people would actually use those pets once they'd earned them. My UI string. I don't know if I ever made a command for that. My UI, I feel like I'm the only one that likes it like this. It's a function of, I mean, I can certainly share it, but it's, my player profile is something that's posted. But yeah, I don't think I have a hotkey for it right now. Tiger's used in a lot of scripts. Yeah. I used to be a big fan of Eula because of her life swap. She used to come in handy for stuff. Holy Fear, oh, thank you very much for the brandy sub. Appreciate it. Oh, I missed Mage Belden's 33-month reset as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'd like to have it. Yeah, let me see. I have a text document saved to my computer so I can re-import it if I ever lose it. Let me see. Screen, where is it? Is it my screenshots folder? General images for editing? Hazel's UI import.txt. What's the best way for me to share this? I'm guessing pasting it into chat's gonna be no good. Can I do that? Can I get away with that? There you go. That's not the best way to do it, but it's a way to do it. It will certainly be spam. I think I'm allowed. I think because I am the all-powerful broadcaster, I'm allowed to spam my own chat. I could probably stand to post it on one of those websites that lets you post things to copy and paste, but that'll work for now. I think I just closed my chat window. Whoops, it easy. Hang on. Come back. Alright, how are we doing? We've got 41 seconds left of the time rift. I think this kill anything is bait. I think we're just biding time until they let us go to the last boss. I guess you can get some extra flakes. Flakes. Flakes and rip. My sword army is feature friend. Yeah, I think getting that fully capped would take some time. How many time rifts is a reasonable amount to do in a day? For... I don't want to say for a normal person, because, you know, who is a normal person? But, like, I don't know. Are people doing this once a day? 3 times a day? Once a week? 25! Well, alright. Okay. Yeah, they're once an hour. All of them. 3. 12. 10. 2 or 3 a day if I happen to be in Teldraszus when they're up. Yeah, that seems... that feels like a good number. Last level rep is horrible. 18k is a lot. Is it 18k for the last rep? For some reason I just figured they would all be 5. I did dye my hair. I did. Yeah, how many alpha do I have? Can I open this in combat? I have... all told, including my bank, 314,530. That should last me a while. I shouldn't need to stock up for again for a bit. Bank is cheating. What are you using for? Mostly tepid versatility. Sometimes refreshing healing. I mean, you're using all kinds of potions and stuff. Alchemy. And then I make things and then I sell them. I did not get any loot. I just got some flakies from that one, and I'm pretty sure I've already turned this in, so... I'm tempted to spend my flakes, but it's not the answer, but what if it was the answer, but it's not the answer? At least I have Gildan. You know, he can come with me. You're the one scamming me out of 50. Well, me and all of the alchemists of North America. I'm just one. Kind of want you to make a bank alt with that name, and all it does is sell elk stuff. Held on to my flakes so far, but it's hard, up to like 18k. Is there a cap on flakes? A point at which I should just start spending them, or can I mean, I'm gonna end up probably... I don't know. Rank 4, you get a buff, you get 1 pet, 1 mount, 100%. No cap. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just sit on them then. The pets and the mounts are what I mostly want. I'm not going to craft much. I do want to just take a look and see. I want to take a little scan, maybe do a little cancel. See if I can profitably make anything that features a lot of Auchenbloom, just to kind of move some of it to make a little extra room. Because, oh, I've got 287k coming in the mail. That'll help. We sold the gold tepid verses, so I'm finally out of those. That's helpful. I was sitting on them for a while, but the prices calmed down again. So we can post these guys. And then what I wanted to know is if I was going to make more. We're saying Yeah, we're saying 25. Awakened Frost has spiked so high. This is why Tepid Verses are so expensive on NA right now. It's because there's so much demand for them that it's driven the Awakened Frost price up. There's also, I mean, health potions do it a little bit to some extent. I might make some of these. They're barely profitable, but it'll help clear up some space in my bags, actually. It'll help clear up some room. So I'll make some of those because I can usually get rid of healing pots. Frost's easy to farm too. That is wild. Yeah. Yeah, there's gold to be made for Awakened Frost farmers right now. I'm not one of them. I just buy it. I buy it like 4,000 at a time, so it would take me a while to farm that many. Oh, I need to pick up my Rising Frost. That's right. Is the red fiery orb pet you've been using recently the Midsummer Spirit of Summer? It looks very similar, but it's actually my, if I put my healing gear on here, it's my Rashok's Molten Heart. It's a function of this healing trinket that you get off of Rashok in Aberrus. It's a really good trinket, so you'll see a lot of healers using it if they can get a hold of one. And it causes you to have this, this big red fiery orb thing. I almost wish it wouldn't. It's a bit distracting, but what do you do? Awakened Frost 75 gold in the EU right now. Yeah, they used to be like, I don't know, the cheapest one, but it's definitely changed for the moment. All right, I'm gonna make some health pots and I will be right back.
Okie dokie, how we doing?
We're making some space, we're making some space. You like the crafting speed? It's all about the aerated file, the quick hands. It gives you an extra 30% on top of whatever else you have from your knowledge points and stuff. TGP's live. Guardian Druid, Holy Paladin, S-Priest, Fire Mage, Ogvoker on every screen. I don't think that will change. Buying Rousing Frost by the bucket. Usually the prices keep up. Yeah, Rousing Frost is going for 14 gold. It's usually they'll even out because if there ever is a gap, it's easy enough for people to just kind of convert them. Love the shirt. Oh my, thank you. They disabled chat. Have I logged into my lock? I continue to the lock quest. I have not. I didn't do the first part. I haven't done any more lock questing yet. Did I forget my water bottle? I super got up and I did not bring back my water bottle. One sec. Tips for a new streamer. Depends a bit on what your goal with your stream is. If maybe you're trying to grow your stream, maybe you're just trying to have a comfy place to hang out and like have recordings of your gameplay with your friends. Maybe you're trying to do it for a living, maybe you just want it to be a hobby. Generally speaking, I would say try to have a stream like the ones that you like to watch. Figure out what it is that you like about the streams that you like watching and find ways that you can put your own spin on that for yours. And if you are serious about trying to grow a stream, do not only make content on Twitch. If you're serious about trying to grow a stream, it is dramatically in your best interest to also be posting to other platforms. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anything, everything, as many as you can stomach, because Twitch is not a great platform to get discovered on. This is Hazel's gardening obsession manifest in game. Remember Legion Evasion points in Arcus? They have unique weapon mods. Oh. Heard from other streamers you can dual stream to Twitch and TikTok. That sounds true. They made it so that they let you dual stream. I don't know much about TikTok. I do know that the reason I don't do it to YouTube is because I can barely keep up with one chat. I think it would be confusing to general viewers. 30 to 50 maybe, because I want to keep some for me. So chuck those up, see if I can get rid of those. That'll make a little bit of space. Okay, I want to farm some transmog. It's 10:20 in the morning. I lost, well, one shuffle had a lever and then one shuffle I lost. I did 2 time rifts. I want to do old content for transmog. That's where all the Occam Bloomer hiding. Upgrade audio before video if it's a choice. Which have you fallen in love with? DPS on mage or healing on evoker? I'm wondering if that question's for somebody else in chat. I don't have a mage. It's actually one of the classes. I don't have any mage at all. I don't even have an alt mage. You sound like you've been freed from jail. Foreman Thistlenuttle doesn't want to give me his gloves, but that's alright. Vanessa is gonna give me her boots. I know it. I can feel it. If she doesn't do it on this character, then I'm bringing Anthus down here and he'll go have a talk with her. We know Anthus gets what he wants. Have you tried asking nicely? Lots of ideas of where to farm for transmog. Oh, there's transmog everywhere if you just, transmog absolutely anywhere. If I get these boots, then I will do a /ATT random and see what it gives me. I won't promise that I'll farm it, but I'll take a look. But I want to try for these boots because I've been working on these for a couple of days now. And there's something nice about just starting a project and then finishing it. And by project, I mean trying to beat a pair of boots out of poor old Vanessa Van Cleef. Free from jail for 40 minutes and then it's rift time again. Yeah. I don't mind the rifts. I think the thing that's that's rubbing me a little bit off about the rifts is just the fact that they're not on my schedule. The fact that it's always, every hour, it's like, oh, it's rift time again. It's rift o'clock. Let's go do the rift. And like, if you want to go do the rift, that's when you have to do it. And it's just that, what if I was busy? Sometimes I want to do something else. Teeny tiny Kringle just hit her head jumping at this low ceilinged cave. All right, we are in Heroic Deadmines. I need things exclusively from the final boss. So we can just She doesn't have a speed set or anything yet because I haven't gotten really serious about that, but that's okay. AFK people and some shards on rifts. Thinking it was a Shadow Priest. I have been playing Shadow Priest. I do have a Shadow Priest ult that's been pretty geared. I love them both. Healing and DPS are very different. I think that Shadow is my favorite DPS spec, and Prevoker is my favorite healing spec to play. You know, just rotation-wise and toolkit-wise and the way it makes me feel. But aesthetics are also apparently very important to me. And Drakthir's just not really my favorite race to be. It's not bad. I like my Visage form a lot, and I spend as much time as I can in my Visage form, but there's no getting around the fact that sometimes I am just a large lizard. But Prevoker's just really fun. Thought you were playing Classic Air for a sec. Nah. Mog farming. Mythic rating. No, never. Not this season, not in any seasons past, and probably not in any seasons future. I play through the normal raid, and then I progress through the heroic raid. We do AOTC, and then we farm for a bit. And then I usually take a break until the next tier. So I have my Sark AOTC. I'm still killing heroic Sark on my Druid every week because I do not have my legendary yet. And I think I might want it for next season if I can get it. But aside from that, no. Visage cute, big honkin' dragon, usually cute, but I don't hate the way that it looks. I just don't really connect with it at all. I feel I like playing I liked raiding with like a transform toy on, either like a, what do they call them, Atomic Recalibrator or Coin of Many Faces, or to, you know, the Blubbery Muffin to be a Tuskar. I mean, maybe not the Tuskar one as much, but I like raiding with the other transforms on because they let you, you know, do all your dragon stuff in combat while still having a humanoid farm. Feel your pain on the legendary. If it's not evergreen, I'm not interested. Sark for Druid Lego? Yeah, I'm doing Sark every week for Druid Lego. I had to pug it this week because a few of our guildies are away this week, so we weren't going to re-clear Heroic Sark as a guild, so I jumped in and I found a pug on Tuesday, and I struggled my way. I was so nervous. That's like harder content than I'm normally if I'm pugging like, you know, a normal alt clear, or like a heroic alt clear that stops at echo, or like, you know, keys up to 15s, but not really past that. Normally the harder content I'll do within the safety and the privacy of my own friends. But I need, especially with the bad luck protection they've added, I needed to get a Sark kill. So I birded up and did it. What makes you nervous? Pug sometimes will... I guess I'm nervous that there will be something about the way the pug wants to run the fight that I'm not familiar with, or something that I'll be expected to do that I am not normally assigned to. And that I will get into trouble for not Basically, I'm worried that I don't fully understand what's expected of me, because there's a chance that it's different than what's expected of me in my normal guild raid, because people do different things differently. I think that's where the stress comes from. Heroic's Arc Pugs are usually stacked. Yeah, that's what we ended up doing. We tried to pull it once, actually, with just 10 people. 2 tanks, 2 healers, and then 6 DPS. All of the DPS were melee except for 1 Augvoker, so there was only 3 ranged in the whole raid. And it didn't go very well. We ended up having to like pick up a bunch more people and then stack the raid properly with just like a big group. And then it fell over. But I was like extra nervous when there was only 10 people, because I'm like, I am half of the healers in here. Try waiting 5 seconds before killing the last boss. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try and get back to the platform and then give it a second first and see if we can actually loot it. Find it surprising how firm you are not wanting to mythic raid. Some downsides, but you have the needed skills to do well in it. I think it just doesn't offer anything that appeals to me. It would be like being really tall and having everybody be like, oh man, you should play basketball. And then you're like, well, but I don't want to play basketball. I have no interest in sports. And I guess it's not a perfect metaphor, because I obviously have an interest in heroic raiding, but I don't think I heroic raid because I want, like, I don't know. Why do I raid? Because it's fun with my friends, and I think it would be less fun in Mythic. I think that the things that I get out of raid would be diminished by the extra amount of serious that we would need to be to have like a fixed raid size and whatever. Where is that pet from? Which pet? This is my gnome. This is my warrior alt. That can't be what you mean. Do I have a pet out? Completely different than Heroic. The commitment's much higher. Oh, I had a dog. That's right. That was, I had Milo out. Milo is a pet that you can buy, I'm pretty sure, for polished pet charms in the Zeralek Caverns. Yeah, 2,500 polished pet charms. Oh, you can also buy it from Patchu in the Azure Span, just from Dragonflight Pet Vendor. And it's is a cute doggy. I'm a bit dog crazy in real life right now, so I'm currently coping by having dog pets out in WoW. Yeah, I agree, Saga. I like Heroic for that reason. It's still challenging enough that I feel like it is worthwhile and valuable for me to try my best and to progress and to improve. But it's not so serious that like you have to start dropping people if they're not quite putting out enough throughput, or like you don't have to be like, oh man, we have 22 people and 2 people just don't get to play tonight, or we only have 18 people and we must pug 2. It's just is a little more casual. Like, it's okay. I don't feel like if I have to take a night off, which I almost never do, because I don't have a whole lot of social commitments or obligations, so I can pretty much just raid every single week. But, you know, every once in a blue moon, something will come up, or I'll have like a birthday dinner, or, you know, something that I need to go do, and I don't feel like I'm completely ruining the rest of my team's life by sitting for a week as long as I give them a heads up. Yeah, I think it's less about the difficulty and whether or not I can do it, and more just about the general vibe. All right. 1 banana. 2 Mississippi. 3 rhinoceros. I've run out of long words. 4 prestidigitation. 5 supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. But If that a mythic raid that scaled, would your guild raid mythic? Probably not. We have a variety of people that have different amounts of time to commit. Some people they have jobs that occupy them more than mine does, and they're more just kind of raid logging. So we have people that are all over the board. So it's nicer to just kind of do this difficulty. Yeah, taunting would have probably fixed that. That's okay. I'm just gonna do the pre-made custom starter group. Leave a group. I'm just gonna get ported out that way, and then I'll throw down a mailbox. There's an item in Nighthold called the something of prestidigitation. And for whatever reason, that's a fun word. I don't know if it's just fun to say, if it just has a lot of syllables in it, if it's because I don't know what it means. Prestidigitation. I mean, somebody might have made it up. No, that's a real thing. Magic tricks performed as entertainment. Oh, it's sleight of hand. I didn't know that. Is it because your hands have digits and they're doing the magic, and then presto because presto. Presto changeo. Prestidigitation. That's funny. I didn't know that, actually. It's also a D&D 5th edition spell. The spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. Create one of the following magical effects within range. Huh. I did not know that. Anyone done the Ruby Pet Flight daily today? So confusing to me. Somebody else was asking about that. I think it's because I'm behind in my whelp daycare. I think that I don't have that daily because I've skipped whelp daycare days. French for nimble fingers. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna drop a mailbox and see if she get me my boots. Man, that's not my boots. She must have too big of a loot table or something. Oh, it's a little extra shin bone. And I can pick up my subjugator shield, and then I actually have a piece of mail. I guess I'll just send that to my main. I got a mail belt that's white quality that I need to learn, so we'll send that off. Well, I'm gonna go take Crinkle back over to her friend, you know, Foreman Thistlenuttle, to see what she can get from that. And then I'm probably gonna get on Anthus and then run that dungeon again, because I refuse to accept that it's not dropping me my boots today. Although those are the only two characters that I have that can farm this. I don't have a whole lot of plate. One day behind, but I also thought I missed a day. Today I was playing hide and seek with Rusiona and Veldraken, so I think I'm more than one day behind. Time to level Wormbin, apparently. Maybe I need more warriors. That could be true. Am I confused? I am confused. I'm going the wrong way. We need to go this way. Whoa. Have to be plate to farm it when it's old dungeons? It's because the item that I need is BOP and it's plate. So if I get it to drop in a character that's not a plate wearer, they won't learn it. But Crinkle. Yeah. The worst is I was farming Black Fathom Deeps, and I was doing it on a mail wearer and then a plate wearer because I needed both mail and plate items, and I kept getting the thing that I needed for one armor type on the other one, but then once I was on the correct character, it would not drop, and I was like, I have 4 of these in my bags on the wrong character. Just doesn't count. All right, no Foreman's gloves. That was attempt number 40, but she can just live here. Crinkle needs a sister named Wrinkle. Oh my gosh, if I can have a character named Wrinkle, that would be insane. I mean, I'll try. Got a blue mace though? My shin bone? You want a shin bone? I have a lot of shin bones. I was chucking them on the Lightbringer auctionist for 10 gold a piece. TSM thinks they're worth 3,000. I think differently. I get those all the time. I want to see if I can have a character named Wrinkle. There's no way. No, there's no way. All right, never mind. Anthus, I'm tagging you in. The lowest level you could reasonably be. Probably like 40, I would assume. I'm assuming that it scales to 35. I guess I can check when I'm in there. It's a very scared Shinbone. Need a mage named Sprinkle. Lightbringer is not linked. I think we are an island unto ourselves. All right. I forgot he had his hair conditioning treatment on. I'm going to the Dead Mines. Try and stop me. At least I can use my dollar on Hearthstone now. My main is a preservation evoker. Check before rolling all my N18s on there. Welcome to the Dead Mines Fun and Games. I don't know if I know that one. I'm ready. Send me to the dead mines. If you guys don't have pet dungeon ports, what are you doing with your life? Do some pet dungeons. It's a great project. You'll get account-wide portals to places such as the Wailing Caverns, Strathholm, Dead Mines, Blackrock Depths. Order now and get a second portal for free. Oh. Let us learn transmog with any character. That would be something. That would be... I'm good. It's Lock Bob. Single character at level 2. You're at the very beginning of your adventure. You still have the squid in your head? Yeah, I got 4 more minutes of being fantastic. 4 more minutes of being fabulous. Actually, it's probably off cooldown. I could probably refresh it after this if we needed to. We are on heroic? We are on heroic. What's that in your character's head? Style. Grace. A budget Kathir disguise. It's a BFA toy of some description. His ponytail just sticks right out the back of it. He's deep conditioning his hair. He's doing a hair mask. Never mind that most of his hair is flying at the back of it. He hasn't thought ahead that far, and he does not wish that to be pointed out. Does not have brain controlling parasite on his head. As long as it's not horses. Honestly, I've never had... This is the first male blood elf that I've ever leveled. And I love him so much that it kind of makes me want to play Prot Paladin. In what content, I do not know. Maybe I'd be like a random heroic dungeon legend or something like that. I don't know. Mythic +2s only. But he's fun. I like him a lot. Cat dungeon with a squid brain parasite boss fight? Yep, sure is. That would be the Throne of the Tides, and it's an optional boss, which means that sometimes you don't see it even if you're in Throne of the Tides. It's behind some pretty ugly trash, but indeed. Tracked quests keep disappearing every time you relog? Trying dungeons in my Troll Pally. Prot is fun. Love Blood Elves as Hunters. Can't really get into Prot Paladin. I love Prot Paladin because it's really fun to be tanking, and then also to heal yourself with a massive Word of Glory. I think I'm probably not supposed to do that as much as I do. I'm probably supposed to save my holy power for Shield of the Righteous, but where's the fun in that? I think I just have healer brain even when I'm tanking, so I like being able to do self-heals that feel like heals. Like, I know that Death Knights and Demon Hunters both do a lot of self-healing while they're tanking, but I don't notice that as much because it just kind of happens as part of my rotation. If I'm spending holy power on a wog, that feels like a heal. What if you flavor the month holy power reroll? I kind of had some idle thought about setting up and marginally gearing a healer of every single spec so that I could kind of flavor of the month reroll, not my main, but I could have like a flavor of the month healer alt for the sake of keys every season, and it could just be whoever happens to be really good that season. I could like have, you know, names and mods and stories for each of the different healers. I could even have a different character. Well, what if it's Dispriest? Ew, gross. Each of the different healers except for Dispriest. I am, so listen, if I'm gonna be a priest, I'm gonna be a holy priest. If I'm gonna be a healing priest, I'm gonna be a holy priest. Every spec but Dis doesn't exist. Exactly. You get it. You get me. Don't get me wrong. Dis is a perfectly fine spec. People like it very much. I am happy to leave it to them. Oh yeah, I was supposed to check to see what level this stuff is. Level 35, yeah. So you might be able to do it at 40. You could certainly do it at probably 50 or 60. Wormbin's only level 19. I think he's out of luck. People legit want Dis to be a support spec. I've tried Dis as needed, but it's just not my preferred style of play. I don't like absorb shields. I don't know what it is about them. They're kind of boring. I would rather... You know what it is? It's not gory enough for me. I need the violence of seeing my tank chopped down in health. I need to see them leaking onto the floor. And then I get to fix them with glitter. What's the fun of preventing them from taking damage? Hi, kitty cat. Welcome back. I need them to know what I've done for them. Alrighty. Hello. Sounds like you need to play with a blood DK. This is a really cute kitty. I have to make sure I pass the cat pet quota this time. Last time she came to visit me, I didn't pet her enough and she left. Hi. This is my second chance. My tanking soul is scared now knowing this. Need to see the agony. Yeah. I didn't realize I was so mean. It's true though. Cookie, excuse me. Oh, there we go. Hi. Hi. I love cats. Do you think 6-man dungeons would be good? Maybe. It's on the downside, it's one extra person that you have to wrangle for your key night. One of the things that's nice about Dungeons over Raids is that it's a much smaller and more reasonable group of people to manage. But yeah, having one DPS spot get bumped for a support slot is rough when there's a lot of people that want to play DPS. If we get more than one support class, then I think I would like to see group sizes change to accommodate that, but I don't know. It's an interesting question, actually. All right, Anthus, you can do it. You can get these boots. Look at him. He's so stiff in the back. Owie. Owie. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3. Do you think he rides a bike like that? Just. Oh, excuse. I've clicked on all of them. Or at least I've clicked on as many of them as they were going to let me click on. Oh, there we go. There's one more. Anthus has done ballet. He has great posture, strong core. My kitty's still in her kitten phase. Oh, man. Tell me about that. Remind me about that. Kira was a kitten once. It's been a little bit. Don't tell her that. She's going on 9 this year. And when I tell people about having kittens, I tell people that they're precious and they're perfect and they're demons. But I don't actually remember. Ready to play all the time, especially on your lap. Swat, grab, bite my hands and arms. Animations like that remind you the game's 20 years old. Kitten at heart. She really is. I think that she's had a cozy enough life inside that she's never really had to like grow up and be like a grumpy cat. She's always been my baby. So she still behaves like a baby because I treat her like my baby. Mine is 19. At least that doesn't hurt me too badly. I remember that used to like slap. I don't remember if it one shot, but it certainly felt like it did. Vanessa, I would be so happy if you would just give me these boots and then I can leave you alone. I think she's happier today because it's not quite so hot out yet. It's only 22.5 in my office right now, which is good stuff. I actually got it cooled down a bit last night. It was hot yesterday. especially in the one half of the building gets like a lot of afternoon sun, so one of the rooms will heat up quite substantially. Yeah, Canada. Keep my bedroom at 18. Speedy thing, dungeon mechanic, dungeon mechanic. Love seeing you again. Love your content. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to kill her slowly. Well, he can just kind of hearth home anyway. It's not like I'm gonna leave him out here. Because tomorrow is Saturday, so no matter what, tomorrow is going to be Nighthold runs. I guess I could have stuck him in. Oh no, he's already used his dollar on Hearthstone. That's right. Kitty, I need to close the close the curtains. It's a little too bright in here. I need to be in my gamer cave. There we go. That's more reasonable. Okay, we check the mail and see if she gave us the boots. I thought you were in Oregon. I spent 7 years in Oregon, so you were correct. You were correct through the years of 2014 through 2021. Those are the wrong boots. Those are the wrong boots. I need different boots. Ah, maybe tomorrow. That's funny. I cannot get the right ones to save my life. All right. /ATT random. Go get him. This window allows you to randomly select a place or an item to get. Change your search filter. How do you do this? Do you have to... What is this random feature? I'm trying to figure that out. People told me about it. I need help. What do you still need from Nighthold? Primarily the red, or pardon me, the green Infernal Mount, but I'm sure there's transmog I need in there too. Need to get in the Pacific Northwest train after I get a cybersecurity cert. It's expensive to live here, but I can't imagine living anywhere else. Select what you want to farm. I thought it was random. I thought it was going to give me a random thing. All right, I want to farm transmog from a dungeon, I guess. There was nothing to randomly select from. If ad hoc updates is enabled in settings, the main list must be updated /ATT before using this window. /ATT random. I'm getting error messages. There's nothing to randomly select from. Now click reroll dungeon. There we go. Okay. So is it going to give me a specific item to farm, or is it just going to say, hey, go do Waycrest Manor? Has a random selection feature. Oh, just the dungeon? Oh. I wanted it to give me a specific piece of transmog. Since you selected a dungeon. Change search filter. Item. There we go. Now it wants me to go get Sister Svalna's Spangenhelm. Which is a leather head that, don't get me wrong, that is pretty cool. And that is from 10-man Velrithia Dreamwalker in ICC. Yeah, okay. I can take a druid out there, yeah? 10-player normal, so just normal, I guess. Because I don't know if you can do 10 or 25-player anymore. Alright, let's go get a Spangenhelm. Go, go, go! Oh, is this going to be my new favorite game? This is a very unusual Spangenhelm. I don't know if that's a real word that I'm mispronouncing or if it's one of those things where we can just kind of make it up however we want. This is going to be a fun game of how do I want to get places? ICC. I'm a druid, so I can dreamwalk. I don't know if that helps me. Let's just go to Stormwind and then take like a Crystal Song portal and then fly. It is a real German word. What does it mean? Oh, dollar ring? Oh no, I'm not gonna have any of that. They still have 10 and 25 men? So I need 10-man normal? Sounded German. And then one of these is going to take me to, yeah, Crystal Song Forest. Refers to the metal strips that form the framework for the helmet and could be translated as braces. Huh. What's like a modern current use of that word in just regular everyday life? Out of curiosity. Okay, so we're gonna fly towards ICC. I have not been in ICC in a hot minute. Does it still have my Spangen helm in my all the things? Because I got it, it rolled on a different character. I want it to track it for me. Just that one specifically. I guess I can go find it. Running around Nax in both variants for funsies these days. Yeah, no, I'm not going to have like specific item teleports on these characters, I don't think. This one is older than most of them, but I have, generally speaking, just PvP'd on her. So I want raid difficulty 10 player normal, which is going to drop less loot, but I think it might have different appearances too. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I have not been to ICC in a long time. More left, yeah. Dragonflight crafted ring-bound hourglass and it's on use. How does the ring-bound hourglass? I think I'm confusing it with the minute glass. Toy box. Is it just like a teleport? Appearances. Item from appearances on your objective list. Yeah, I pulled up a random specific thing to track with all the things though, but I lost it when I closed the window on my other character rather. Not my main. Poor Anthus. Not a toy, it's a ring. I see. Random place. That's okay. We can just remember where we're going. Do I have, I don't have Sunfire in this spec. I should probably just switch to Bimkin. I'm sure I can heal enough to get through Velrithia. You can get a spang for your teeth, i.e. braces. Oh. I think she'll take one heal. That's probably true. Interesting. Farming tokens for the vendor in the hopes of getting the lamented items, which would make me rich. Okay. I wonder what else I need from here, because I'm sure the answer is stuff. But I specifically want that one helmet. I might have other characters that can farm it too. It wasn't a class item, it was just a leather item. So I only have from 10-man normal. Storming the... I have not very many of these things, 25% of them. So the random item was specifically... There it is. Smallness Spangen helm. Lash Weave battle gear. Oh, it's got shared appearances too. Oh, you know what? I have account mode on, so that's why it's showing me so many things. Categories in the toy box. Toys that teleport, toys that transform. That sounds really useful. I wonder if anyone would have made an add-on like that, or if anybody could make an add-on like that. I know the toy journal is kind of a finicky thing to mess with. Okay. He dropped 2 trinkets. That's not very helpful. But we're hoping for a piece from Svalna. I don't even know if I'm gonna know my way around. I don't even know if I'm gonna yeah, I'll be fine. Leveling Earls, do you have a specific game expansion you like to play? I've been jumping around, but I usually like to, if I'm gonna quest through the vanilla zones. But they've been redone in Cataclysm, so it's technically Cataclysm Chromie time. I like doing the low-level zones, so I'll do like Westfall, and I'll do Duskwood, and I'll do Elwyn Forest, or I'll do like the Wetlands and Loch Manan and stuff like that. So she drops all kinds of stuff that I can have. I did not need either of those things in this character. Too bad you are not a Night Flame. There's a pretty good wall clip in this raid. Oh, bless you. Maybe you can flap through the wall. What's wrong with running the old-fashioned way? Chat could probably help you find your way around. I am pretty notoriously horrific at taking directions from chat. Stream delay really does a number on it. Oh, I forgot about these things. Have I ever ridden this mount around? Look at him go. Look at him go. Bless you. You got a bug in your nose? Hey. Efficiency and novelty. I hate cheesy skips. I don't even like jump skips in dungeons. In the end of Halls of Infusion, there's a admittedly pretty easy jump skip that has you jump up on the wall to get past the last 2 trash mobs. And I despise it. I'm not even, like, I can do it just fine. I can double jump. I'm an evoker. Doesn't matter. I hate it on principle. Put in the jetpack or obliterate the other side on loot ship. Yeah, I don't remember. I used to like charge up some juice. That's what I used to do. I hated Everbloom during WoD for that reason. I hate skips like that. Especially, like, it's worse if they're difficult and everybody's just like, well, we're trying to save time, but Hazel can't jump. So I guess we have to, like, either get a passenger mount or kill trash or, like, whatever it's gonna be. I do not really remember. Oh, I think I did something. I did used to farm this. Once upon a time, I would do this. Oh yeah, worked. For ICC, or like for, not for ICC, it is ICC. I would do it for Invincible. Is that why you didn't want to play basketball? 3 people end up pulling extra, failing the skip. Yep. Wailing Caverns before they fixed it for every jump for me. I was still falling through the ground on I was farming Black Fathom Deeps. And sometimes I just didn't press my wouldn't press my my jump key, my space bar hard enough. The underbog skip is crazy. Excuse me, knock knock. Wailing Caverns fell through the gap. That's a long run back too. Maybe I need to talk to somebody. Yeah, you need to talk to somebody. Alright. There he is. Finished farming Invincible. Could probably run ICC in my sleep these days. It's kind of cool how much... I was going to say it reminds me of Torghast, but I know that they're technically, like, linked-ish. And that's why, and that they kind of designed Torghast after, like, a reverse ICC for that reason. But, I don't know, these kind of color palettes have always just kind of bummed me out. Everybody fell in the Wailing Caverns gap. I became mortally afraid of the Wailing Caverns gap. I like the deer dance. Help me choose my mage's race lore-wise, human or Nightborn? What are you farming? I'm farming for a Spengenhelm. I did it / all the things random. And I told it to give me a random item to farm, and it told me to come get a leather helmet out of 10-man normal ICC. So here I am. I've brought a druid. So far I've gotten no leather at all. Cloth and an axe. Because it's 10 man, it's only 2 pieces of loot per boss, so you gotta get kind of lucky. Weird to see ICC again. Used to farm it every week, but not done it for about 4 years. Yeah, I haven't been back in a long time. I don't know when I got my Invincible. I guess that's probably a stat that's available. Because there's an achievement that tracks it, I think. Invincible. Yeah, it tells you, like... Yeah. Sometimes I wish there was more statistics that were tracked by the game that add-ons could pick up. Keep not getting leather, yeah. There's always next time. You know what? I can vendor these things for like 7 gold each. And that's 7 gold each that I get to keep. Am I not cleaving with Sunfire? Excuse me. There we go. When in doubt, swipe. Do I need things from these guys? Probably. Kitty, what are you annoyed about? She's twitching her tail. I can feel it hitting my leg. Is it because I'm not petting you enough? Do you have something you want to talk about? Hey. Same that you get when you sell transmog. I know, right? I can't believe I sold a shin bone. Somebody wanted one. I got a few more on the way. So there are any number of things I could get. 2 things that I could actually use. Any luck? Yes. I got some plague-soaked leather leggings that I did not have yet. They look like that. They have, well, they're soaked with the plague. I gotta remember to do this thing. That's one piece of transmog that I didn't have before. The thing that's really getting me right now about transmog collecting is I was reflecting on how long I've been playing WoW. And how many, you know, how anything that I've ever gotten from any stream in the last 10 years is something that is still on my account and is contributing towards, like, my other thing score. And I was just thinking, if I get an item, any item that I didn't have before, you only need to get it once in your whole WoW account. And I don't have many things in my life that I've had for as long as my WoW account. My WoW account is older. I've had my WoW account for longer than I've lived in any particular home. I've had it for longer than I've gone to any particular school. There's been few things in my life as constant as my collections. So, you know, anything that I get, that's a permanent +1. It's a cool staff, but I guess I already had it. Glacial Ice. Oh, don't forget the thing. Don't forget the thing. There we go. What's your opinion on Augmentation Evoker making keys much easier? I like it right now because I'm benefiting from it. I have an Augvoker in my standard key group, and it's made it much easier for us to time 20s. I think eventually the balance will need to be tweaked, but it's something they have to do really carefully because if you nerf them too much, then they just become completely unbringable. I think especially when it's in such a new concept, there's some value in it being strong right now. In terms of them fitting into the game in the long term. But yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see how people feel about it after watching. I mean, I wonder if the Great Push event is going to change any public perception on them. If people might see that weren't, I feel like the kind of people that are likely to watch that are the kind of people that already knew that Og was good. Very bitter towards augments at the moment. Knowledge of Harper. Indigestion. Any transmog for me? Oh, I got a flesh carving scalpel. It's not the thing that I was coming in here for, but I will take anything and everything. Is it a cool flesh carving scalpel? Doesn't seem like it would be very good at it. If I had a fish fillet knife that looked like that, I would not know what to do with it. I guess you use that side. The back side seems like it's for pulling nails. Hi. Why should the rest of us have to suffer? Are we suffering? I missed the part where we're suffering. I'm just curious if public perception on them changes this at all, with more visibility of the benefits of the spec. Hard to make Og good for the average player, not cracked broken for the top 0.1%. Oh, I see. I think I had it backwards. Yeah. Yeah, I think that the correct choice is probably to make them good for the average player and to allow them to be a little bit broken for the top 1%, and then people can just, the top 1% will just have one. In the future, if they eventually add more support specs, and there's really only room for one in the group, then it might be less of like an, oh man, you have to have an Augvoker, and it's like, well, you're going to take a support spec. Augvoker is good with this comp, this other support spec might be better if you're running this thing. There might be like more choice and agency back in there, but it's just a bit goofy right now because there's only the one of them. If they decide that it went well enough to add more specs, then that, I think, solves some of that problem. You just said they will change the spec because of what they do? Oh, I don't think they're going to change it. I was wondering if it would change the way people are looking at it, though. That's all I was thinking. I think Blizzard's too. They know that they know that there's more than just the top people. Yes, but Shaman was never this busted. Correct choice is probably not to make them in the first place. Is the correct choice to never make mistakes, though? Because what if you never learn anything? I like that it's a game that takes risks. I think that no matter what, at least it's not boring. Wild the dog DPS is coming in below tanks. Is it? Given how much... I think it's just because we're not... I think it's just because in your standard logs, you're not able to see the damage that they're doing through other people. It's just a different setup. Don't really want to be in groups with that one right now. Playing in a group with an Og feels amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit awkward how strong they are. Okie dokie. Did I go upstairs already? No, I've got to go upstairs. Elrithia is over there. She's the one that has the piece that I want, but I'm pretty sure I need enough things from everybody that I'm going to do the whole thing. I'll do Lich King. He's got a staff I could use. I don't have that appearance yet. Get harder to take risks and make mistakes in a game as big and old as WoW. I think it's just about... There's a passive damage that you can do to the game by never doing anything interesting. If you play it extremely safe and you never take any risks, the game is going to get boring, and that is going to do a flat amount of damage to it. That's like your control. So what you're weighing when you're taking risks is how much damage is this likely to do relative to the opportunity cost of it just being boring if you never change anything. And then follow up, is any of that damage unfixable? Like if you make the mistake and it's like, wow, this isn't working very well. Is it something that you can now never take back and you've done that damage permanently? Or is it a lesson that you can learn from and something that you can iterate on and then take those lessons with you forward? Because I think that there's a lot of value in learning the things that they learn when they make these mistakes. I think that even when something's totally busted for a patch, those are stories that we fondly tell each other for years and years after. That's a fairly big amount of raid conversation. If remember when this thing used to do that, that was wild. Like that, those are, you know, it's not like necessarily a good current state of the game, but I think that it's better than not having anything like that at all. People are big mad about Diablo 4 at the moment. Thank you. Made nearly 60k from your video, making gold with professions. Nice. Congratulations. Keep it up. 3 days in a big streaming platform in front of the world, showcasing how broken your game is. But people are talking about it. I think that that's better than, I think that that's better for the game as a whole than your game not, than having nobody talk about it. Obviously, if it's broken to the point of like, no one can play this game, or this game is actively damaging people's computers, that's the kind of press you don't want, because that's going to make people actually not play. I don't know. I'm not, I guess I just think it's fun. That's just one opinion though. That's just one, just me. Oh, she's RPing, I see. I'm thirsty. Honestly, just tour the whole of Northrend Instances and farm Mog. Yeah, I think that AUG balance is, in the scheme of how it's impacting most people in the game right now, it's not no impact, but I don't think it's a disaster by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's probably going pretty well, all things considered. But I am not a game dev. Speaking of Northrend, need to go get my last bits and bops to get the new Nax mount. Alright, Valrithia. Do you have a Spangenhelm for me? Oh, I can top her with one hit. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Sandy Cheeks. Heal her. I did. It's okay. Laura Delafield, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Next time walking? Should be on the calendar. Let me see. Time walking, the 25th. Yes, we are time walking, Legion time walking. Where's the loot? Here. I did not get my Spangenhelm. I did get some skinned whelp shoulders. I got some leather shoulders. Oh, skinned whelp shoulders. That's awful. I got some leather shoulders that are kind of upsetting now that I read the name of them. That I did not have the Mog for before, so now I have them. Alrighty. Drum roll. You should wear them when you visit the daycare. Oh my god. Oh dear. Am I going down? I might just wait for the elevator. That might be too far for me to survive even with my kitty cat. Yeah, time walking is a good way to level 60 to 70. It's not as fast as it was during the experience buff, but it is still, I think, faster than general Dragonflight dungeons. It's not going to help you for 1 to 60 though. You got to be 60 to do it. Okay. Sindragosa, you got anything for me? Sindragosa could drop Vambraces of the Frostworm Queen and Icicle Shapers. Some leather boots. I have to do like a little gauntlet-y thingy in here, don't I? Doesn't matter. It's more of an after than a hang. Spang, spot, spot, spongenhelm. After. Where you going after the derby? Hey, you want to go get sandwiches? Hazel needs a system reset. Hazel 404. I do need a system reset. That's the beauty of the afternoon nap. You just turn the Hazel off and back on again. Raid leader wears the title Alliance Slayer in Raid. Raid was an Alliance too. I think I was wearing Dragon Slayer for a while on my evoker. I got a kick out of that. Dragon Slayer's Elixia, the Dracthyr evoker. I mean, people kill other people all the time. I don't see why it should be so different for dragons. Alrighty. I didn't realize the music was so exciting in here. I don't think I used to listen to game music back when I did this. I might have been still listening to generic other music. I don't know why I have my Dungeon Finder open. Do you think that it'll drop me Invincible again and then I can just carry it around with me? Do I need any of these grays? Surprisingly, no. I have those appearances. Oh, that's not Sindragosa. Guild is mostly Horde. There's some other allies in there too. One of them gets the brunt of the banter. We have a fairly smooth transition to cross-faction. There's a couple people that just like immediately started playing Horde characters and it was fine. Worked good. Oh, I got my Icicle Shapers. Some boots. Can I... Do you go up here? I forget. Oh yeah, it's a teleporter over here. And then Lich King has a weapon illusion. Oh, it's a Death Knight only weapon illusion. So I can't get it. Also, I already know it. Why is it in my all the things if I already know it? A staff and a staff. There's 2 staves that he could give me. He can give me a Tainted Twig of Nordrassil. That'd be kind of fun. Able to do Ice Crown? Did you start playing after that? This was the patch where I started playing the game. And I was brand new. And I was pugging into ICC. I pugged into... Because my friends didn't really want to play with me because it was high school and they were much more experienced. They didn't really want to carry the newbie around. I think. It's been a long time. Maybe I'm slandering their good names. But anyway, they either didn't want to play with me or they had quit and moved on by then. So I was playing an undead priest and I wanted to raid. And I joined up into a normal ICC pug, a 10-man normal pug via trade chat, which was what you did back then. And I was playing an undead holy priest and I was brand new and I was terrible. I didn't have any game sense. I had never even really played much of an MMO before this, and I certainly hadn't done anything like raiding. So everything was very new and scary and difficult for me. And I had joined their voice chat too. I don't remember what software it was, but I had joined their vent or something. So I could hear them talking about me and I heard them decide that they had to kick the priest. And then I got kicked and I was so traumatized because I was like, I don't know, 17 years old and squishy in the heart. I was so traumatized that it took years. It wasn't until Firelands in Cataclysm that I got my nerve back up to join another group. I skipped the entire first tier of kata because I was too ashamed of my failures. I don't think I was higher skilled. I think I was brave to try and join an ICC pug. I just figured that it would be fine. But no, I was brand new. It took me a really long time to get comfy. I was probably still clicking. I don't think I'd keybound anything yet. I don't think I started keybinding until Cataclysm. It was probably a big mess. Yeah, this was where the the initial thing. Oh no, clicking. Yeah. I didn't have a big my background in PC gaming was in Neopets and Restaurant Empire. You know, EA games that my family would get me for Christmas on CDs, that kind of thing. Possibly keyboard turning. Pokemon, not PC though. I had plenty of Pokemon experience. Which Neopets did you have? I wish I remembered. Which ones I had. I didn't have any like rare paintbrushes or anything, I don't think. But yeah. I did, for a brief bit before I started playing WoW, play a different MMO. Because I wanted a free-to-play MMO because I didn't have any money because I was a kid. And I didn't want to ask my parents to pay for WoW, so the fact that WoW was like a paid subscription game was a big barrier to me at the time. And I was like, well, I'm going to play a game just like that. I'll find a free one. I like Googled around, and I ended up playing Shaya Online, I think is what it was called. Was that it? I don't know. Something like that. And I played that for, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year. I didn't do anything like raiding. I just leveled characters and ground because it was one of those translated Eastern MMOs, not Gaia. It was an MMO. It was one of those translated Eastern MMOs that was like super grindy. I have heard of Palia. I have heard of it. There's so much RP at the end here. Excuse me, I need some staff transmogs, please. Still a thing, by the way. Good for them. I remember it had pay to win. It had something called NOS, which were power buffs that you could just buy on the cash shop. And I remember that there was hardcore leveling where it wasn't permadeath, but it took like 4 times as long to get experience. Your character would get more power points when they leveled, so you would grind out a crazy long level. You would be stronger for it, but if you died, you actually lost experience, and dying could lose you like a lot of progress. It was some intense stuff. I wouldn't put up with that nowadays. Starting with RuneScape. 35 still log on randomly to see if my pet died yet. Somebody was telling me in stream recently, I think it might have been Ujai, that Neopets has been bought again. Did I loot? I looted stuff. I looted a crossbow and a mace that I already had the appearance of, so I didn't need any of that. So I am locked out for this character for 10 man, right? If I wanted to do it again on 25, could I do such a thing? Or do I all the things random? No, because I don't have my Spangen helm yet. My Spangen helm. I'm looking for this. How do I get that? Do I take another leather wearing character through? Lifelong Neopets fan owns Neopets and he saved it from becoming an NFTL. Once upon a time I watched some video on YouTube about how Neopets was owned by, I don't remember if it was Scientology or like a different kind of similar situation, but there was some weirdness with Neopets for a while. Raid lockout is shared between difficulties until WoD raids. Okay. It's a whole iceberg. Yeah. Just learned about that. What a strange, bizarre thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna clear out all of this stuff. I kind of want to take my, oh, I got a pet I can probably sell. Actually, that might actually sell for a reasonable amount. Because nobody farms the normal pet. Nobody farms the Drudge Ghoul because they're all farming for Invincible. So that pet's actually, if you can sell it, let me see what it's worth. I'll send it to my main to post it probably, that's funny. And it's not like a crazy hard pet to farm, but it's just, there's not usually a lot of it. They're going for like 40k, which for a raid drop pet's decent. I wonder if I can get rid of it if I just spit it up for 20k or if I'll just ruin everything. Here, she can, my main can sell that. Drudge Ghoul. I sent myself some gray and white armor that I needed to learn. Hi. Guess what I'm farming later tonight? Need gold. Want the T-Mog Yak so bad. Pets might be a bit of a long haul because it can take a very long time to sell them. It's decent gold making. It's not a bad idea, but it's definitely gonna take longer for you to get the turnaround than something else. I think if I was starting with nothing and I wanted to make like what 120k, I would probably gather. I think I would do. I would gather. I would try to optimize for dragonflight, herbing, and maybe mining. It's not the fastest way, but that's the thing that sounds like the most fun to me to make that kind of gold from scratch. You wouldn't do it overnight, but you could, especially with if you had like a good leveled up gathering profession and you can like overload the right nodes and stuff, you could do decently, I think. You can relearn them, cage them on any realm. Find the realm where demand is high. Oh, that is clever. Then you got to move your gold back, which will be easier eventually. once they let us move it. Clever me. What was I gonna do again? I forget what I was up to. Oh yeah, I was gonna go find a place to buy a weapon arsenal. I guess it doesn't really matter which one. I have some marks of honor, and I just want some transmogs. I'm not too worried about wearing them anymore. I mostly just want to pick an expansion, pick a weapon arsenal. Yeah, let's just go do them from the beginning. Let's just go to Stormwind, go poke around in there and see what we can get. Still doing sniff and seeking for the title? No, I've kind of fallen off of it. It doesn't sound like as much fun as trying to get a Spangenhelm. What was I doing in Stormwind? Oh yeah, we're gonna go spend some marks of honor. I think 86 should be enough. I think it might be 85 for a weapon arsenal. We'll see. You realm transfer once your character's gold capped. Ever do rated PvP? This character has been doing some rated. Is this the right character? Yeah, she's been doing some rated shuffle. I don't know why it says she has no shuffle rating right now. That's weird. I was shuffling today. That's how I got my vault options unlocked. That's very strange. Yeah, I'm nothing special anymore. All right. I want to see. Do they even do weapon arsenals back this far? I know they have like individual things that you can get. Will anybody just sell me? Yeah, arsenal, cataclysmic gladiator's weapon. So I could get 9 uncollected appearances for this class and then 11 for other classes. And I think it would learn all of them if I spend 80 and I get the arsenal. Or we've got corrupted aspirant. No. Vicious gladiator? Yeah, you can get vicious glad weapons. The already known. Really? All of them? Interesting, okay. What else do you have? Cataclysm. I get so confused by all of the different vendors. I think I'm gonna get a Cataclysmic Gladiator's weapons. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's like 20 appearances. Get anything cool? I got a bone grinder. That's kind of sick. I got the pummeler. I guess I can just search. Dagger. Fist weapon. It's a neat one. There's the bone grinder. Staff? Cataclysmic Gladiator's battle staff? Energy staff. Ferocity staff. Pike. Very good, very good. Cool. Do you think disabling most of the raid add-ons would be better for the game? No. Especially not now that weak cores are less computational and more just information focused. Most add-ons just make it easier for you to see what's going on. They're not actually doing the fight for you. I think that having difficulty by just making it difficult to understand what's going on around you is a poor way to add difficulty. No good. Okay, well that's some train luck. I want to, what time is it? 11:30 already? I'm gonna take another leather-wearing character into ICC and take another stab at that helmet. I think this is what Petalbloom's been waiting for. It's her time. It's her destiny. It's her moment. I also have Barnacles that can do it too. Think they'll do another super meta achievement? Maybe? I don't know. It's a good question. The follow-up question would be, what would that super meta achievement involve? I think that if I can't ever get my Forbidden Reach achievement fixed though, I'm just gonna probably not worry about it. I'll probably give up. I think that would be so much of a downer that I would feel demoralized to finish the rest of the meta. Did they respond to your ticket? They did. They told me that it looks like a bug. It's not a known bug, so they can't fix the issue for me. So they told me to bug report it and then wait for enough other people to bug report it and then wait for them to hotfix it. So I sent in a bug report and now I'm waiting. I have a bad feeling it's gonna take a long time. Holly. Crystal Sun Forest. I'll keep it. Does this character have Sunfire? She does, so she can probably just slap her way through ICC. You found the book, didn't get the achievement? Correct. I've been carrying the book around with me ever since. It is in my mains bags. It's just, I think that the patch 10.15 probably bugged the achievement. And it's just such a weird niche thing that they just don't have enough bug reports for it. Ugh. Maybe the curse will be lifted. I did read the book. I've read the book. I've tried vendoring and repurchasing the book. I think it's just big bugged. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna every week just keep poking my nose in and looking and seeing if I can loot another book, because it's possible that eventually they fix it, but that the fix is not retroactive. And that it would take me looting another brand new one in order to make it work. And then if that doesn't work, then there is something a little tiny bit funny about just stacking up the book and waiting for, like, just having like 5 of those books and no achievement. Something about that appeals to the sick and twisted part of me. Dungeon difficulty, raid difficulty, normal, 10 man. That's what I'm doing here. What I should probably do is like clip together the parts of the stream that display the bug and try and find somebody to forward it to, because it is a real thing. It's not like I've made it up. And it's possible that the normal bug report would get washed away, but part of me's like, A, lazy, and then B, I feel like I shouldn't have to do the streamer thing in order to get attention to a bug like that. I feel like it feels like I should be able to just, you know, use the traditional bug reporting thing. I'm also supposed to post in the forums. I just didn't do that. I didn't want to log into the forums. I've seen more destructive coping mechanisms. Yeah. I did dye my hair pink. The fun thing about having it real short like this is that, well, one, I don't have to comb it or brush it or blow dry it or scrunch it or touch it with just the right towel at just the right time of day, lest it all be ruined. But secondly, I can have it be a color, and then I can always grow it out and cut it short again and have it not be a color. I could make it a different color. So many choices. Imagine if you pulled the streamer card. Wouldn't that be fun? Ugh. I don't want to do it. I know it's just like a game bug, and it's not like I'm trying to get them to give me, you know, a free. would be a weird thing to try and get them to give me? Puppy. I'm not trying to get them to give me a free puppy, but I don't want to have to be like, excuse me, your bug didn't happen to just anybody. I am a streamer and I deserve better. I don't want to be that person. There we go. Looks cute. Miss your fun long hair. Yeah, the long hair was pretty. I did enjoy the look of it. It's such a relief to not have to manage it anymore, though. I think I'm not the right person to have long hair, especially when my hair is naturally that temperamental and frizzy. I have natural curls, and I'm the kind of person that wants to take naps and wear hats and shower at any time of the day and get it wet. And I want to be able to touch it and like run my hands through it. And I want to be able to do all of these things and then not worry about having to fix it or, oh no, I can't get my hair wet. It's not wash day until Thursday, you know. I lived like that for a while and I don't want to have to. I'm so much comfier when I can just kind of live my life and not think about my hair and also not have it be in my face or in my way or frizzy or breaking or whatever. It's very freeing having it this short. Did you ever try to item restore it? The book? No, I have not tried to item restore the book. It would be kind of scary because wouldn't I have to like get rid of it for long enough for that? Run your hands through your hair and not feel crusty. Yeah, I just like being able to touch it. Dye it green, hide in bushes, pretend to be a plant to watch animals. That's the best idea I've heard all day. See? Fun. I'm getting Ashen Verdigris. Getting kind of hypnotized by the Avon booty. Where are we going? Where's the gunship? I've lost it. There it is. What are you farming here? I used the random item feature in all the things, and it told me to get the leather helmet that is from 10-man normal Valrithia Dreamwalker. So now I'm running 10-man normal ICC on leather wearing characters to try to get Valrithia to give me said helmet. I'm having more fun than I thought I would. /ATT random is the command. /ATT space random is a chat command if you're using all the things, which actually I think I need to turn on. I think this character doesn't have all the things on right now. Yeah, she needs to get a little bit of that. Yeah, Curly Girl is quite the project. It's very useful, especially if you want to wear your curls natural and you want them to be luscious and hydrated and all of these things. There's a lot of great information out there on how to take care of them, but there's no world in which it's not work and it's not money. There's no Curly Girl method that I've found that doesn't use any product. There's always going to be money you have to spend and storage you have to do for the tools and the things, and it's always going to be more than a zero amount of effort, which is fine, but I needed to live in a world where that was optional, so hair go bye-bye. Would Curly Girl work if I don't have any curl whatsoever to begin with? It will do something. It will probably not give you curls, though. If your hair does not naturally have curls or waves, you can use heat to style them in, but different textures of hair need very different things, and sometimes doing the wrong routine for your hair can do a lot more harm than good. Oh, I completely forgot to use the cannon. Yeah, I was supposed to fire those up. Whoops, a daisy do. Oh, did that do enough? No, I think I'm gonna have to do the thing. I forgot. Hey. Click random item. It wants me to go into Torghast. Sounds like you're heading to the maw. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of lucky that it told me ICC and not, like, I don't know, Trial of Ascension. Alright, this time I'm gonna tell... Well, I guess it's not Murden. I guess I'm Horde, so maybe it's actually Sorfang this time. How's the Migrants going? Been doing the same myself. Mogrins are good. There's so many things that I could get that I feel like I'm always just around the corner from something good. Somebody's shaved his head, but since about 1990, glad to see ladies able to do that too. It's so awesome in the summer. It's highly comfy. Did all the Targhast achievements recently. Such cool mug. Yeah, there's good stuff in there. I actually really like the pets, the mall rats. I have lots of these guys, and I think they have a nice energy. Here, these guys got a you know, they got an RP anyways. Look at his little toofies. Hi, buddy. He comes with me. Mog Run sounds like Tennessean for migraines. Oh, his teeth. Phileas, 7 of 9 for Mythic Nighthold Mog. Can you switch to Bimkin form for a second? Huh. Do you like it? I live in a place in the world where bald eagles are fairly common near water, and water is fairly common. You can go to the lake, you can go to the ocean. You will find bald eagles usually. And this is kind of triggering something. This is upsetting me in some way. This is like Professor Putricide got loose in Canada. I do not personally smoke weed. I am in favor of other people's right to do so, though. Especially if they're out of smoke range of me. I don't mind it if it's outside. Sometimes you'll go for a walk in the evening and you'll walk through like different neighborhoods and people are 100% smoking weed in their cars because you can tell from a mile away. And I don't mind that. I just don't want it coming into like my apartment windows at home. The antlers plus the bullhorns for me. I think my all the things is having a I'm just gonna reload my whole UI. It's having a bit of a moment. How is everyone doing today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, honey bun. I'm doing pretty good. Stream started going very quickly for me after I started farming Mog. I was trying to get my solo shelf of progress earlier, and it wasn't going very well, and that was starting to get me down. And then we jumped into some instances, and I feel much better. Although time is passing so quickly now that I'm kind of getting hungry. I guess I just had the one piece of toast for breakfast. That's what I need. I need lunch. What am I gonna do for lunch? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do for lunch. I'm reading about the most nutrient-dense foods. What have you discovered? Rift time? Oh man. I might try and get done and get out of here before the next rift. I don't know if I've got another one in me. Festergut, do you have any transmog for me that I can use on this character? He does. He could have wrists of septic shock. I don't know why the mouse over is not doing anything for him. I did not get the wrists of septic shock, but that's okay. Reject the shuffle. Return to the Mog. But because of all of that shuffle, I was able to afford a weapon arsenal. And that's a weapon arsenal that I now have forever. They're so much more expensive in terms of... Oh, I forgot to do the thing. They're so much more expensive in terms of Marks of Honor than buying individual sets. But you've got like all of the weapons that you can use for all of the classes, which is nice. Yeah, I forgot the thingy. I gotta go back to the thingy. Here we go. I've learned that there are more foods that I could be adding to my diet. Whenever I fall down that rabbit hole, I usually just am reminded that I need to eat more legumes and pulses. Which I guess I'm not sure if they're legumes or not, but lentils basically. Lentils and chickpeas and beans. They do a lot of good for me. What made you change from Mog farming to just for main to Mog farm everything? It was the fact that my main changed, I think. I think when I changed from being a priest to being an evoker and I changed main armor types, it occurred to me that I could potentially do that again. And that I could stand to, if I had armor for all of the armor types, then I would still have things to wear, even if I changed my main to wearing something else. I forgot the thingy! I forgot the thingy! I'm turning around! I'm turning around! One day I'll remember the thingy. Do you go to BlizzCon? Do you prefer watching from home? I am planning to watch from home this year. In 2018 and 2019 I did go in person, but this time around I'm hoping to get comfy and do it from home in my jammies. I would be very surprised if this druid has flap. This druid, she has High Mountain Tauren Heritage armor, and that's about the extent of what she's got. Eat a lot of the same vegetables. Think I need to diversify, have more variety. Variety is always good. How far are you from getting the snail? 27% in, so I need another, what are we saying, 73%? 73% progress? It's not super close. I also didn't get any progress today because I one round had a lever and then I lost the second round. Okay. Pardon me. How long is travel time to BlizzCon? I don't actually know. The last times that I went, I was flying out from Portland because I was living in Oregon at the time. So that was not too bad because I was able to get there in one flight. I could take a direct flight. I would go from Portland to, not LAX, the other one, John Wayne, I think. And I would do it that way. But now I live in Victoria, so there's a border involved, and there would be at least one extra flight because Victoria doesn't do direct flights to very many places, especially when there's the border involved. So I would need to go via most likely either Vancouver or Seattle, unless I went for some reason through Calgary. But yeah, probably through either Vancouver or Seattle. And it would be... The flight, the airtime's not super long. It's nothing like getting there from Europe or anything like that. The trouble is just the... I like to show up to airports early, and I like to book long connections to make sure that I have time to clear customs, especially if I have baggage and stuff. It's a big day. Druid has the worst RNG. Completed sets from every other class. Druid rarely gets one drop. Leveling another one to hopefully increase my chances. Nice. Any excuse to level another Druid's a good excuse to me. Oh, Petal Bloom is now friendly with the Ashen Verdict. Yeah, I've found that allowing... Security is usually not too bad, even if there's a big line. Clearing airport security is usually reasonable, but if there's anywhere that's going to hang you up for a crazy amount of times, it's probably customs. It's very hard to predict exactly how long that's going to take. If I started flying back and forth all the time, I would probably do the pre-clear or whatever. I forget what they call it, the Nexus thingy. But I'm not planning any trips this year, so... I'm planning to see how much of my job in life I can manage from home without traveling, because I think that that's probably more efficient. Just put your profession as smuggler. My nephew wants me to tell you that you're great. Aw, shucks. Tell him I said thank you very much. Trying to get old Legion artifact skins, the hidden cat transfer cards. I need to turn on Can I Mog It. I was wondering, have I picked up any gray items that I might learn the appearance of? And the answer is I don't know. I don't have Can I Mog It on. Dad uses that, he loves it. If I was gonna cross that border twice a year or more, I would probably set it up. For once a year, probably not. I don't know why that's my limit, but... So she could give me, looks like shoulders maybe? Here's a thing she could give me. Getting Mog from the 10-man version sucks because it only drops you 2 pieces of loot. It says I added those legs to my collection, but I think it was probably just because like I had a look-alike appearance or something. Got a new kitten today. Her name is, drumroll, Hazel. I think Hazel's a wonderful name for a kitty cat. I'm so excited for you guys. Skip is from the edge here. Ah. Removes the giant talking heads pop-up, replaces it with text in your chat box. From Ned Stark. Glide down towards the wall on the left. I have a problem where I must look at all of the shelter listings. I'm not adopting anything at this particular exact moment. I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, well, I'm not adopting anybody today, but I check the listings so often that I like get to know each of the animals that are listed there, and I'm like, how is this one still here? How is this one still here? Oh, good, somebody adopted this one. And I'll so I'm like keeping tabs on all of them. It's fun to just fun to look. Wow, you really do top her very quickly. I don't even think she was really sick. Vanix Goth, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Is your favorite dog still there? And they keep posting new dogs and puppies, so he keeps getting pushed farther down the page. Kind of dog breeds do you like the most? Want most to adopt? One day in my far future, if I ever had like a decent chunk of land and maybe like some chickens and, you know, if I was living on sort of a hobby farm, I would love a big old farm dog. I would be like sometimes there's dogs up for adoption that are Great Pyrenees mixed with like Bernese mountain dogs and Newfies and stuff, and those are going to be bear-sized dogs, and that appeals to me very much. But right now, that's just a no-go. So I'm just kind of on the lookout for like a mid-sized, medium to medium large kind of dog. Bernese mountain dog, that is a dream. They're very beautiful. But I am very much invested in wanting to find the right fit for Kira and I, and I'm not as much set on it being any particular breed. It's just having the right kind of feel / cat friendliness. Big fluffy woofers. Biggie doggies. Mm-hmm. Big dog. Anarchy Moose, thank you very much for the 33-month resub. Happy Friday, Hazel. I got a pet termite. I named him Clint. Clint eats wood. I enjoy this. I'm starting to think you didn't actually get a pet termite. Not fond of lots of dog hair, weird phobia of mine. Yeah. I've always had double-coated dogs in the past. I had a Malamute, and then I had a Klekai for a long time before my divorce, and those dogs shed. I would do it again. I complain about it, but I would do it again. The dog that I want, or not that I want, I mean I want him, but the dog that I love very much, that is at the Humane Society, and a probably wonderful foster home waiting for their forever home, is a Husky mix. It doesn't really look anything like a Husky, but they say he's a Husky mix. You think I would just lie about Clint? I am offended! My apologies to you and Clint. Clint, I remember that doggo. Joker was a sweet boy. I'm sure he's doing good. Clint eats wood is so great. Afraid of dogs until my aunt got a Husky. He used to try and drag me around by my foot and broke my fear. I feel like that might make me more afraid of dogs. I'm the kind of person that is home all the time and is kind of obsessed with my pets. And I'm kind of looking forward to having the opportunity to get to know a dog and to get to learn everything about them and what kind of treats do they like and what are their favorite kinds of things to see on walks, and do they prefer hikes or the beach, and you know, what do they like, toys, and if so, what kind of toys are we talking, and you know, when do they get sleepy, and what's the best the most motivating thing I can do to help teach him how to do things. And, you know, I feel like there's a magical journey ahead of me in my life at some point, and I'm very excited for it because I think it's going to be the best. I didn't check to see if I got the thing from Velrithia, actually. I'm assuming I didn't. From Velrithia, I looted lich wrappings and leg guards. I did not get my Spungan helm. Huskies are cuties and loudmouths. My dogs love them, will walk forever if you let them. All three of my dogs insist on being in bed with me. If we go to sleep, they squish in right in between each other, and there's just a little pocket of space. Would you want a puppy or an older one? I'm open to both. I'm open to either. I think it'll just kind of depend on who needs me and who's a good fit for me at the time. I think that it would be a little bit easier to get a young dog that's already a little, like, calmed down a little bit and house trained and whatnot, but I would be lying if I said I didn't kind of want a puppy, and sometimes puppies need homes too. What was the breed of dog you had your eye on? Oh, he's a husky mix. He doesn't really look like a husky at all. He's some form of a mix. Most of them are. Most of them are. I don't think there's any harm in showing you guys his page if you want to see him. I don't think that there's any trouble in that. He's with the Victoria Humane Society. Here, let me look. Maybe somebody who took him home. Adoptable animals. This guy. Cats are okay. I like it when they ignore me so I can ignore them. Hissing cat is scary. We'll look for a place to hide. So the thing about this guy is that he's apparently a little bit of a flight risk, so you'd need to be very careful with him to make sure he doesn't escape, which I feel like I'm prepared to do. But I also... I don't know, man. It's a big responsibility that I take very seriously, and I don't want to just jump into it, so I'm putting a lot of thought in. I have a Belgian Malinois Chow Chow mix, 100+ pounds, teddy bear. It sounds magnificent. If you adopt this dog, you must share pictures. Favorite dogs I ever knew that wasn't a family's was a German Shepherd mixed with a lab. She had floppy ears instead. So sweet. Aw. Frenchie puppy, 13 weeks. I thought I remembered how much work it is having a new puppy. Exhausting, so rewarding since they're incredibly cute. How different are Huskies and Cleek Eyes? I think mostly size. I don't think Joker knew that he wasn't a Husky. Shelters in the Lower Mainland too? Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I do. Maybe I should keep an eye on that if it's the right dog. I feel like I camp the Victoria Rescues because there's a bunch of them. Humane Society is just one of them. I camp the Victoria Rescue pages, so I see a lot of dogs go through. And I'd say basically any of them that say they are cat safe are aside from the ones that are like too big or would like need more space. They call it forever home I can't. Semi-adopt shopping. I tell myself I'm not, but if we're being honest, I'm a little bit looking. I know, isn't he just the best? I can't believe he's still there. Someone needs to adopt him so I stop tormenting myself. And they need to take him on walks, and they need to be very patient and introduce him to everything so that he feels comfy. The right puppy showed up and it was meant to be. You'll know when you find the right one. What if it's Yang? What if that's my Nuggie? I don't want to rush into anything. Did you get Joker updates? Hope he's well. He's a cutie. I do not have any contact. I do not have any contact. I bet you he loves his dad, though. I bet you they're doing good. Last I heard, they had a place with more room for him to run around, which would have been awesome. What art thou farming for? What do I want from Lich King right now? I think I want staves from him. I originally came in here because I wanted a Spangenhelm. All the things random told me that I needed to do 10-man normal ICC, and I needed to do Valrithia Dreamwalker on a leather-wearing character so that I could get this thing. Sister Svalna's Spangenhelm. I don't know why I can't preview it right now. But I guess there's a lot of shared appearances. Maybe I should try to get something different. ICC 10 player. I mean, I guess it's just leather helmets. Lasher Weave battle gear. Have a nice day. Well, thank you. I still have my maw rat out. How is it noon already? Today's stream vanished. It's absolutely gone. Husky Australian Shepherd named Jaina. She's 3.5. My girl Jaina, since 8 weeks old. Best dog and friend I've ever had. She reads me like a book. Time flies when you're having fun. I think I just have to mog farm. That's what I'm being called to do right now. Sometimes it just speaks to you and you gotta listen. 5 hours the first hour and then 30 minutes the next. I think I gotta escape before the time rift. Mog farming in your blood. I mean, there's always more things. There's so many things. Just Icecrown Citadel alone has that, what is that? 600, 700, 800, 900. Almost 1,000 items that I could get. Mind you, that is for all classes and armor types. So that's, but like, ICC in general, just this raid. 1,000 plus items, holy moly. What do you buy these for? I guess class sets and stuff. Insane. Have you increased the time of your weekly streams? Sort of. Weekday streams are technically only 2 hours, but I will do 3 if I have time and if I have the inclination to do so. But sometimes if I have like an errand or I've got a bunch of stuff to get to, I will chop off at like somewhere between 11 and 12. Weekends we try and do 3 hours. Yeah. If you came back here more often, that wall skip would save you so much time. Will I consider it? I should consider it. In all honesty, I'm not really considering it. That's how much I hate wall skips. Lucky Friday then? Surprise gift to me. Oh my goodness. That's very strange. I'm glad it worked out for you guys. Jaina, that is. Holy moly. Excuse me. Are you... Oh, I'm so sorry. I was making you wait. Anything? Oh, I got a War Mace of Manifold apparently I needed. I didn't know I was missing that. Yeah. There you go. Cool. Alrighty. You can go home. I have some things to vendor. Hello. Hello. Yang looks more Lab and Greyhound than Husky mix. I know, right? I don't think he looks like a Husky at all, but they would know more about it than I do. But I don't have my heart set on a particular breed. I just want a dog to love. I want a dog to love and take care of. I want to pet the dog. I want to walk the dog. I want to ask the dog how its day's going. I want to give the dog treats. I kind of want to train the dog well enough that I can take the dog with me to hang out while we're fishing. That would be sick, but you know, I won't set my heart on it. 2 Huskies, they're incredible. Just started in the caverns, it's so pretty down here. Crooney, thank you for the 28-month resub. Hi Hazel, love your hair color. Thank you very much. I guess this character probably has nothing she needs to keep because she's not even wearing any gear anyway, so I can probably just like flat vendor anything and everything that's in my bags here. She's got heirlooms that I guess I'm not allowed to vendor, but what do you do? Yeah, we got a couple mod pieces. I didn't get that one helmet that I wanted. One thing I will check on right before I go is, oh, she hearted the Orgrimmar. One thing I'll check on before I go. One more try at these gloves. You can totally do that with a lab mix. What do you think of parrots? Parrots are very cool. I am not prepared to be a parrot owner. I am not prepared to be a parrot owner. They live for an extraordinary amount of time. They're very smart. I think they are for experienced and dedicated bird people that are willing to get one while they're young or have like a legacy plan for that bird. Excuse me. Foreman thistle nettle. Prepare it to be a parrot parent, precisely. Called mine a shepherd mix, very much a straight up Finnish Lapland. Yeah, that might make sense. If they know people want huskies, they might be like, here, he could be part husky. But I love pets. I love fish. I adore my cat very much. She's the light of my life. I want a dog. I don't need birds. I don't need birds. I don't need reptiles. I don't need any amphibians. I think it's good for me to know what I am and am not able to keep up with. Hey, there he is. Hello. Any loves? No? Alright, number 41. Maybe next time. Pat goat. I don't think I need goats. It would be remarkable if I ended up with goats. It's possible. Yeah. I love bun buns, but I don't think I need any of them. I think I would be happier with dog, cat, fish. I think that's for me. I am going to wrap up for today. I shall be back tomorrow, and tomorrow is Saturday, and on Saturdays we kill Gul'dan. Well, we visit Gul'dan, and then usually he dies, but we don't tell him that. So maybe we'll get him out. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me. Keep an eye on my main YouTube channel for a fresh news video coming out first thing tomorrow morning. And if you want to watch Twitch VODs, but you want to watch them on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel for that now that I will link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.